Welcome, horrible people, to the Horrorble Opinions podcast. And I'm your we finally freaking made it to the last day of October host, Kenny, and I'm so excited.
I'm here, Daniel, also.
Am I the hot dog or am I the pig, Ryan?
Oh, you're the pig, buddy. You got tore up last episode.
Is Ryan a little slam piggy?
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's back. And if you haven't figured it out from that, or looked at our schedule, then I guess I gotta tell you that we are doing 2007's masterpiece, Trick or Treat. Have you seen it? I've seen it. You guys seen it?
Wait, you talking to us? Oh, yes, many times.
Yeah,
many times. I've seen many times.
Many times.
This is probably the first one that we've done where we've all watched this quite a few times, yeah?
Yeah. We just want to end the month on a positive note. Is that why we chose this?
Well, I don't think
it
that's
seemed appropriate.
I think it's because this episode's for Halloween, right?
For Halloween, bud.
And this is a Halloween movie, but not a Halloween movie. You know what I mean?
It is a Halloween. It takes place on Halloween,
but it's not Daniel, a Halloween movie.
This is absolutely
trademarked.
A Halloween movie.
Okay, he already wants to talk about Krieg, but we also want to talk about Krieg.
Yeah. Should we start with Ryan's in this movie?
Ryan's in this movie. Okay, so
what?
Trick or Treat, if you guys don't know, it's a love letter to Halloween and spookiness written and directed by Michael Dougherty, and Ryan's favorite Hollywood person is also involved in it, Bryan Singer. He loves the man's life, everything about him. He always says that.
He loves buses full of young boys. Young men, sorry.
We're just gonna pretend
once they're over 18, they're no longer boys.
He's done. That's right. We're gonna pretend like Singer has nothing to do with this. It's a fun little anthology film that is.
You gotta tell me what's wrong with Bryan Singer, because I don't know.
I just said it.
Take a guess.
He likes buses of little boys.
Not little boys. Twinks.
If he could get a busload, he probably would.
Oh.
I mean, it's not really a problem until it is a problem.
You know,
but as of right now, it's not really a problem.
Later, it became a problem.
Well, it's not even then. It's not really a problem. They're of age.
I think consent was an issue at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
Find out more on our Access Hollywood pod called No Access to Hollywood, because nobody's telling us shit that you don't already know. So, look, what is it, like five segments? How many segments we got here?
I believe it's 4.
Can I just point out that I had forgotten that this movie wasn't in theaters?
Oh my god, there's a whole bunch of stuff about that, too.
I did some research.
I'm proud of you. This is a big crime not going to theaters. You want to tell us why?
In 2000, it was going to come out in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
But they were scared of Saw 4.
It's what they guess, yeah.
But it's like, we're on diminishing returns of Saw. After Saw 2, the amount of money is all going downhill.
Yes.
So Ryan's going to like this, what they actually should have been afraid of. Because this comes out a month before, in September, which I guess is when all the horror movies come out. I would have thought October, but...
Nope, you lead up to it.
Is a classic movie that I hope one day we'll cover. I'll have to put it on the list. Is Dragon Wars, D-War.
Oh, shit. Everyone's scared of D-Wars. Didn't it win every major award that year?
Yeah. Hold on, Daniel.
It kind of did.
Are you telling me D-Wars was a theatrical release?
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Was it?
Yeah. That was a theatrical release, but this was not.
They also speculate that it was fallout from the Superman Returns movie that was co-written and produced by Michael Dougherty and produced and directed by Bryan Singer. That movie tanked.
I don't believe that.
No matter what the excuses are, this should have had a theatrical release.
But then they sat on it for 2 years.
2 years.
So then in 2009, again, you have a Saw movie every year. So no matter what you do, you're going up against Saw. But then 2009 also has an even much, much, much bigger surprise hit of Paranormal Activity.
Very surprised.
But no D Wars, which is what they were avoiding.
Yeah, I don't know how you don't get a D Wars 2 at that point. We're still waiting on more D Wars.
So I don't know why they didn't just put it out.
They should have put it out. But it has since had some, theatrical releases. I think
it got released last year for the first time.
Last year, and I wanted to go see it, but I didn't get a chance to because, life sucks. I'm a bad person. But also, them not releasing this to theaters in the first place makes them worse people than me.
Yeah,
maybe even you.
It just 100%. Would have been as far as horror movies in 2007 that were out. It was Saw 4, Resident Evil Extinction, which at that point is no longer a horror movie.
It's action.
30 Days of Night. That's a good one.
That's a banger.
And Halloween. Rob Zombie's first Halloween.
That's the one I like.
That would have been the one to worry about.
Yeah, whether
not because
you like
it's
it or
great,
not, that had a lot.
But yes.
Everyone showed up for it, yeah.
But the reason they say is Saw, and I don't know.
Again, it's all speculation. We don't know. Who's scared of Saw? I'm scared of Saws.
Because they're sharp?
Well, yeah, and they're crazy.
How could a round object be sharp?
Think
about that for a bit.
Speaking of round objects, where did the O go?
The O?
In trick
or
treat. Where did the O go?
Like I don't know. I feel like when kids are saying it, they're flying through it. Trick or treat, not trick or treat.
Tricker.
Trick or treat.
Tricker.
Trick or treat.
Tricker.
Plus, if they did trick or treat, then there'd be some confusion with that fantastic rock horror movie that had cameos from Gene Simmons and Ozzy Osbourne in it, where Sammy Kerr dies in a freak fire and then gets brought back to life from a last record thing. Look, that movie's a banger. We'll probably do it next season on Halloween. Trick or treat.
And you know what we're doing for my birthday again, Ryan?
Zombie Island.
Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. We're doing it every year.
Every year on his birthday, Ryan. Be prepared.
That's fine. That'll actually make it easier because you can just copy and paste my comments from the first time and just re-edit them into the next time.
No, you're gonna like it more next time.
You won't be on the show anymore. This is also where we announced that. Sadly, This is Ryan's last episode on.
It's weird. He died.
He died. Yeah.
So we've generated his voice with AI. This is not really him. He did sign a thing saying
all.
Yeah, he signed an agreement. It's okay. We got the rights. Don't freak out at us. Where do we start, boys? Who wants to give us a synopsis of, I don't know, the overall movie?
I think our own little jack-o'-lantern Daniel does. Take
it
away, Pumpkin.
It's a horror anthology that kind of... how many stories? I don't know. 4 or 5?
4 or 5.
There's a number of them. I don't know.
It's 5.
Did you watch
5
this?
Of them. Yeah, I watched it, but what do you say?
You say 5. You say 5 short stories.
Okay, so there's 5 short stories that are all semi-connected by a little reoccurring character guy, a little in a pumpkin costume, right?
Well, he's wearing orange. He's got a burlap sack over
He's got
his head.
a little butt flap.
He's Jason, Friday the 13th Part 2.
Except cute.
I guess. I don't know.
And Whittle.
He's a little guy.
Whittle.
And he goes around through 5 different segments.
And he fucks up anybody who disrespects Halloween.
Right. He gets offended when you disrespect Halloween.
And the 5 segments are supposed to be first one's your introduction to Halloween. The next one's your teen years of Halloween. And then it's in your 20s of Halloween. And then it's your old angry man phase of Halloween where you don't want to do it anymore. Right?
Interesting perspective.
It's not my perspective. I read that.
Oh, well,
but I agree with it. That's what it is.
I could see that. I'm not necessarily saying that's what it is.
Well, I mean, that's what he said. That's what it is. So
who said that?
Somebody.
Yeah, did Doherty say it?
Maybe.
If he said it, then I believe it. If not,
I think he said it. I feel like he said it.
I'm gonna chalk that up to someone's interpretation of this poetry.
Okay.
They, quit. Don't offend the spirit of Halloween. I mean, his name's Sam, short for what? Sam Hain?
No, it's Samuel.
Oh, Samuel L. Jack-o'-lantern.
Samuel L. Jack-o'-lantern. I'm tired of these motherfucking kids disrespecting Halloween.
Tired of these motherfucking kids blowing out these motherfucking jack-o'-lanterns. Tired of these motherfucking old people not handing out candy. I'm tired of this motherfucker over here doing all these weird murders. Like, just all these weird murders. I'm tired of Charlie Brown being an asshole. I'm tired of this bad Santa kid being bad.
I thought he looked familiar. I was like, is that the fat bad Santa kid? As opposed to the other bad Santa kid?
Yeah, how dare you? How dare you?
Okay,
we start off with some... Oh.
Let me fix that. Is that the bad Santa kid?
Yeah, there you go. Fix it. We'll fix that later. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, that's the fat bad Santa kid.
Where's the little bad Santa little person?
Did he die?
Oh.
No.
You killed him.
Wasn't me.
Shit.
He might still be alive.
With their poison chocolate bars.
Yeah, or your razor blade candy. They do all the things that never actually happen in real life. So
I don't think they did razor blade candy.
That's what Sam was slicing people with.
It's not a... That's a box cutter.
It was a razor blade inside a chocolate bar.
But that wasn't... No.
Yes, it was just a chocolate bar that had a razor blade sticking out of it.
And for some reason, you got me thinking about saws again, and that's what I was picturing in my head, because we were doing that circular saw bit at some point. That's why.
Oh my god.
That was a bit.
You
had prepared
Are your
that?
razors not circular?
Jesus Christ.
What? Are...
I hate him so much, Dad.
Your madness.
It's circular. We open with some old-timey Halloween footage, some old-timey costumes and stuff, which... You guys ever look at those old costumes where it's like these weird like masks that they're all wearing that are supposed to be like, you know, licensed characters and shit like that? Or just random, like, I'm a mailman, I'm a cop, whatever. Those things are all freaky as fuck. Like, I'd have been terrified trick-or-treating back in the day. The good old days. Creepy. That's all. That was my first note. Old costumes were creepy as fuck. Then we immediately are seeing this robot and like a medieval dude.
I don't know what he's
Mr. Battlestar Galactica. Uh-huh.
He should have been a guy on Battlestar.
He should have.
Well, he was with a fracking toaster.
Oh, but she wasn't a Battlestar robot. She should have. If I had done this movie, okay.
Yeah.
He would have been cosplaying as his character from Battlestar, and she would have been fracking the old model of the Cylon.
Oh, okay. A toaster.
A toaster. Yeah.
That makes toast.
Yeah.
Just so everyone's clear what we're talking about.
And it would have been a better movie.
It's in the movie. Boom. I always look at that guy though, like he's great and everything, but I always want him to play like Patrick Wilson's brother in something. Like he fills that
like
same.
In what?
I don't know. Maybe like Battlestar Atlantis.
Battlestar. There was a Stargate Atlantis.
He's the bad guy.
Is that where your brain went?
No, he's the bad guy in Aquaman. Patrick Wilson, amongst many horror properties, but you know they can fight because Cylons didn't get into the ocean.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
he wasn't a Cylon
too. No, but I'm saying they tried to get in the ocean later, and then Atlantis. Has
he
to
fucked a
rise up
Cylon.
Who wouldn't? You see, Chief? Spoilers.
Ooh, yeah.
All over him.
I remember when Chief developed spider sense.
Right? He could feel it in the holes of the ship, but then other people were also getting the tinglies in the back of their heads and going, oh, what must we do? I know, we must come together for song.
All along the watchtower.
Surprise. Season 2 is a Battlestar pod.
Hell yeah. Well, I mean, there's a connection.
Go ahead.
This guy, that guy.
Is it just this one actor?
No, because the director of this goes on to direct the Godzilla movie,
okay,
which is composed by Bear McCreary, who composed Battlestar Galactica. So there you go.
Very good, very good. I think this actor is also with the Toaster actress in Hawaii Five-0. Is that right?
I don't think that's right.
You don't think that's right? I thought they were both in another series. Just
He
themselves.
did Dollhouse.
Yes, he did.
She
Dollhouse.
did Hawaii Five-0.
I think he's in it too.
He was really good in The Devil in Ohio.
I mean, everybody has an episode of Hawaii Five-0 because
Where's
it's like
mine?
easy to get a guest star to just spend a week in Hawaii.
I'm a guest.
I'm a star.
I won't go that far. You ain't no Pearl.
Oh.
I'll just put it that way.
I'm a star. You're just not what I'm looking for.
What kind of crazy person has the energy to take down their Halloween decorations after they've
Okay.
Halloween partied?
When
That's
they're
just
litty
sacrilegious.
titty.
Let's
When they're
talk
drunk
about
too.
let's talk about who I'm gonna murder.
Her?
Her. Because they're
It's
getting
already
back
taken
from their
care of
night
now.
out on town. Yeah, right. They're getting back from their night on the town. She's like, oh, sarcastically, I wish every night was Halloween. I'm like,
And she already
"You
seems
wish."
annoyed.
Yeah, and then she goes to like, they got one jack-o'-lantern out there that's lit, and she's about to blow it out, and he's like, don't do that. She's like, what? Why? And he's like, it's bad luck. You don't do that. And she's like, whatever, and blows it out.
Yeah, you don't do
And they
that.
get-
You leave it and you don't touch it and you just leave it out for months and months and months and months and months and months
Yeah,
and months
you-
and months
yeah.
and months and
It's a
months and
science
months.
experiment.
You don't remove your pumpkin until you need a shovel to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, their yard fully decked out, decorated like cray-cray. It looks great. They get up to the porch, and she's like, what is it, her mom or his mom's coming the next day?
Her
I don't
mom.
remember who. Her mom. Like, my mom's going to be here in the morning. If she sees all this, she's going to freak. What the fuck kind of person would flip out if you still have your holiday decorations up the next morning? Like, do their Christmas lights got to be down? Not in the Midwest. Ain't happening. Those lights ain't going down until they burn out. And even then, we're probably just putting more lights over them. Okay? Let's be real here. We ain't turn them off. They stay plugged in. Why?
It took a lot of effort to get them
Ambiance.
there.
Ambiance. People started putting fairy lights up in their gardens. You know what? Midwest, we done did it. Our whole house is a fairy garden, goddammit.
The fuck is a
Fucking
fairy
icicles.
light?
Oh, you should know you're
Those
born
little-
from it, fairy boy.
Little twinkling lights.
Sorry, I still had a little hostility and I took it back out on you.
Why are you
So-
angry at me? We hate Ryan.
I know, yeah, we hate I forgot. So,
But Ryan loves
looks at
Halloween.
but he has bad opinions about movies. So one would say maybe even horrible opinions.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Podcast, name drop. So
Trademarked.
she's like, you just go inside, I'll take care of all this. And then he's like sad. And then she's like, look, you can put on the tape.
Ooh.
And he's like, really?
And then here's like, okay, what's the tape gonna be?
What's the tape?
Is
and
it
then
gonna
we
be?
find out
Is it gonna be
Nature
Zombie Island?
Special.
No.
It's not Zombie Island. It's
No.
Planet Earth on Blu-ray. We're gonna go
Nature
right to
Special.
sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, we're not going to jump to the other stories. We're going to go story by story just to keep it simple. So he goes up there. He puts on the Nature Special. It's about human nature, apparently. There'd be like boobs. They'd be doing it. Their moans.
They fucking?
They apparently they like to do it to pornography and maybe just that specific
Whoa,
tape. 'cause she's
whoa.
like, the tape.
Pornography?
Yeah. But all I'm saying is like,
Gross.
do a lot of people do it to pornography? That would like throw off my game. I'd have to at
Oh,
least
well,
mute
you
it.
gotta match the rhythm. It's
See,
like
and what if
it's
they're-
like a rhythm game.
That's but
What is a
most-
rhythm game?
You don't know what a rhythm game is?
Is that-
like DDR.
It's like DDR. That would be a rhythm game.
Okay.
Yeah.
But nowadays
Yeah.
you do it with like buttons on like a
Yeah.
because
That's
kids
not
are
like
fat.
DDR.
Yeah,
Kids are fat. Like one's from Bad Santa.
it's like
Gotta
a
blow out your
hand-eye
thumbs.
coordination thing.
But okay, so like, Ryan, do you do the do with some pornography going?
I mean, it's got to be very specific. I like let's see, what do I like? Cars
Dragons.
and dragons.
I mean,
So you
Wait.
could watch D-War.
D-War.
I heard it got a theatrical release.
Yeah. This didn't though.
Well,
Didn't
no. D-Wars.
Dennis like to watch videos of himself? Or no, he filmed himself with the girls, but the camera was like just on him.
It was just the
Yeah.
shot
Yeah.
of
Oh,
him
that
with the
took
balls
me
and
a second. I thought you meant our relative Dennis, and I
Oh.
was really confused. How you knew that? Two, why you've been keeping that secret from us for so long?
Okay, if that were the case, we would all know about it. Because And I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, honestly.
Good for him.
And he likes that camera angle too.
Yeah, that'd be the angle. Imagine the gray curlies and.
No, I'm imagining it.
Yeah, can't unimagine it now. I'm just saying that would throw me off, but respect if they're into it. But I like that they just have like one tape because she says the tape. They don't mix it up. It's 2007, so we're not casting it to our TVs.
That they're maybe newlywed. Like they haven't been married that long. Because otherwise, she should know by now this would be like a year-long thing, like a yearly occurrence, right? If they had been married for longer than a year.
Unless she thinks, oh, I can fix him. And she was talking a big game. She's like, you're going to be up until 4 in the morning playing video games anyway. He couldn't even stay awake for sex. But honestly, it's probably not pleasant with her. She's probably judging you the whole time. We got to get this done before morning. I can't have my mom walking in.
We got to get this done before mom smells it. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what? He was a real one. She got what she deserved. She's out there, tearing shit down, high-fiving, hanging arms. She sees kids running around trick-or-treating. We're seeing characters from our future segments running around.
True.
I know this. You know this. People who haven't seen this don't know this, but maybe you pick it up on it later. Maybe you don't. We got this one teenage-looking kid in a creepy-ass mask staring at her from across the street, and we think, uh-oh, shit's about to go down. And then his ride shows up and he leaves. It's like, oh, okay. But there was some little movement running around in the yard. And she's whipping these sheets off these KKK scarecrows. I think that's what they are. That's terrifying.
Continue.
And then she whips off. They keep doing the thing oh, is it going to happen? Oh, is it going to happen?
It's a scarecrow, but you spell scare with 3 Ks instead of a C.
You do SKAREKKROW.
I like what I said better.
But
to be honest,
that's a Scooby-Doo scarecrow. What that is. But finally, we get payoff is whip it off, and then we hear a struggle. We don't actually see anything yet.
It's all under the sheet.
It's all under the sheet, and it's freaky as shit. And then our hero,
a lot of freaky shit happens under sheets.
Oh yeah, our hero gets woken up by a thing he's never experienced before, and that's the end of the porno tape. He's like, what is that noise? They've never made it that far.
Well, no, he hears her scream, but the tape's still going, so he just thinks it's like a scream of pleasure from the tape. So then he goes back to sleep.
Ah, yeah, but then the tape ends, and then he's confused because he's never made it that far before.
Yeah, it's like, what is this static?
What is this? Is this at the end of every porno? This is crazy. What happens next?
And what time does he wake up?
I don't know.
2:30.
2:30.
Thanks you. I'm here too. Hardy har har.
2:30. So he goes outside.
Is that actually what time he wakes up?
I think so. When I looked at his clock, I thought it looked like it was at 2:30.
For a second there, did you not know the word clock? Because I felt like you were reaching for it.
I was like, do I want to say it wasn't a digital clock? Was it a analog clock? But then you would just say clock. So these are the thoughts that go through my head.
The AI is working perfectly. So he goes outside to look for his wife because he was supposed to be getting some action, but the tape's over, so now the action can't be happening. And he starts pulling down some things, and he pulls down the sheet, and there she is up on the little, cross. She's got a big-ass lollipop shoved in her mouth. She's got lights all over. She really lit now, and she dead.
It's just her head.
And that's what she gets. Was it just her head? Because I feel like there's blood dripping. Maybe. Now, their story... This is pretty much the bulk of their story. We see them pop up throughout the other stories briefly here and there. They're at the big parade where they see the vampire's victim and just ignore it, basically, saying, oh, she's drunk. We see them walk past a couple of the kids, if I recall. They start the segment. They start the movie, and then... as the timeline shifts back and forth, when it wraps all the way back around, we get to see the lead up to her murder.
Yeah, you see Sam watching her, and then she
the bad thing.
Does the bad thing, and then Sam goes over there.
Sam does a look down at his
and John Carpenter gives him a salute, and there he goes.
Pretty much the mummy over there, because Sam looks down at his lollipop that he's just fashioned into a weapon, and he's like, "Why shouldn't I use it? I made it."
Yeah,
it's like, all right. I would have let this slide, but I can't waste this. can't waste it. So that's I don't know if we have names for these segments. I haven't seen yet, but that's those guys.
You can just go. You can go
like
intro.
Intro.
Teen.
Don't break tradition.
Intro, teen, sexy.
Intro, teen, sexy.
Old.
John Carpenter.
I get.
John
We can
Carpenter.
just do it. We can just do it in the order that the segments were introduced, I guess. So next is sexy ladies.
Wait, intro, teen, sexy ladies, John Carpenter.
Intro
That's
would
only
be-
4 segments.
Well,
You said there were
yeah.
5.
he said there were
Adult.
5.
There are adult intro, children.
I think he's
Yeah.
wrapping those up into teens.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Wait, yeah, I am.
Okay.
yeah.
Intro, teens.
We're forgetting principal.
That's where I'm getting.
That's
at. He's
it.
adult.
Intro. No, intro is principal.
No, principal's not intro. Principal
Principal
has his
is
own
intro
thing.
because he's introducing his son to Halloween.
So then, what are the couple that just killed?
Wrap around, wrap in, wrap around, get up, get down, get around.
Killing me. Well, let's just jump to sexy ladies because they're introduced next.
Don't all jump in at once.
Okay, so we've got like 5 side-by-side dressing rooms with some ladies chit-chatting, changing into their
Sorry,
potential
what?
Halloween costumes, changing, and one of them's complaining like, "Oh, this is gonna make my boobs fall out," and the other one's like, "That's the point." We got 3 ladies that are like ultra out there, social butterflies.
Their
like, they're
dialogue, if
promiscuous.
you listen to it, they're dropping hints left and right.
Oh, I mean, they straight
yeah.
up do all huff and all puff,
Mm-hmm.
and their outfits are all werewolf themed.
Mm-hmm. That's not true, but mm-hmm.
Most.
What do you
of
mean
them.
it's not true?
No, they're Disney princesses.
They are, but well,
No,
Bo
no,
Peep,
no, no.
Is she a Disney princess?
Little Red Riding Hood is not a Disney princess.
She's the
Daniel.
only one who's not.
Little Bo Peep is not a Disney princess, Daniel.
All right, none of them are Disney princesses. They look like
Well,
princesses.
Some
One
of them
of
are
them might
Disney
be Snow
princesses.
I don't
one
know
of
what
them-
Little Bo Peep is, so
She
The
lost her
pink
sue
one.
me. Where'd they go?
Wolf.
If you don't mind them, yeah, just leave them alone. They'll come back on their own.
So then she didn't lose them,
She did,
Well, she left.
but you just said they'll come back.
but that doesn't mean they're not lost.
I think it does.
Debate.
Yeah.
Good debate. Good debate. Yeah. So they.
But she's dressed as Red Riding Hood.
That's
Yes,
very
which is
good, Daniel.
perfect.
That's very good.
So they're. Like I said, it seems like 3. They act like they're sisters. Like they keep referring to mom. but
I
it's
don't
like,
think they act like,
do
well,
you guys all have dads?
I wouldn't
different
believe
dads?
that there's. Oh, okay. It's different dads, seeing how they're all different races.
Yeah, that's the thing there because they all refer to mom, or it could be if they're in a sorority and that's their house mom. I guess I don't know, but they're shooting the shit. They got some lewd language going on with their lewd costumes. Anna Paquin's character seems very unsure.
Was she in True Blood yet?
No.
2007? Ryan said no. Does he actually know that though?
Challenge me.
I'm gonna say True Blood is 2009.
Well, the webisodes show 2010, 2008 to 2014. So yeah, this was right before True Blood. So it got her interested in vampires.
Even though she's not a vampire.
She
Well,
got
even
bit
though-
by one.
Yeah, even though
Well, he's not a vampire.
but he wanted to be.
He wants to be.
So we get the impression that they have a party that they're going to tonight, and they all have to find dates. But Anna Paquin's character, whose name is Laurie, which is specifically Laurie Strode,
What?
this is
Who's
her
that?
first time. Now we are to assume that it means like doing the do, getting it on, like maybe putting on the nature special tape.
She's
the
never
do-
had a mount.
I
She's
was
never
gonna say,
had a
the
Mountain Dew
green
before.
rage. She's
And
never.
she's gonna pop one open and fucking
Oh, she's
lose
gonna-
it.
Yeah. Now, while they're getting changed in there's this little perv bear, this little boy going in there peeking in at all of them. And hey guys, guess what?
He played Sam.
He played Sam for the majority of the movie.
Good guess, Daniel. Good guess.
Yeah, the
Wasn't a
combat-
guess.
Yeah, he read it. He's a reading guy.
I also watched
they-
all the special features for this back in the day.
Yeah, you've got my Blu-ray, so I couldn't do that.
I mean, I didn't do it this time.
I know, but I wanted to. I didn't give myself enough time to pull back out the graphic novel version of this, which you should check out if you like the movie because it's fantastic. They make, like I said, they make the big bad wolf joke. It's a lot of wolf references. Their party's at Sheep's Meadow, They go to check out, and there's a nerdy clerk there. Is he dressed up as what, a
Vulcan?
A Spock?
Elf?
A Spock.
Yeah.
He's a Spock.
He's
I don't know,
a
he's
Spock.
got pointy ears.
Wow.
So, a Spock.
Wow.
I think I would agree with you. I think he's a Spock.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't watch Star Wars, so. But he said they're wearing the costumes, the tags on. He's doing a scan, and he starts reading off the price. And he's like 34 double D. I was like, oh, he said the boob size and not a price. Oh my gosh, he's so embarrassed. But hey, you get off soon? We got a party later, and I could use a date. She's
Red flag.
being presented as way out of his league. Now, I don't really believe in league, so that guy could like have massive wang, and she could be like, I seen Revenge of the Nerds. I know how you lay it down. Like, give me some of that nerd pipe.
Well, you're acting like this guy looks like the people in Revenge of the Nerds. This is a good looking dude.
So's Robert Carradine.
Okay.
No? No? You don't think so?
It's fine, Kenny. Just be yourself. Just
swear
be
to God.
yourself.
What about Booger?
That's specifically
Never mind.
who I was
Play
thinking
harder to
wasn't
get, Kenny.
good looking.
Keep more of it closer to the vest.
I'm
Play
just
harder to
saying
get.
this is a red flag if you're working in like a service position and someone comes on to you like that, they're gonna kill you.
Of course they are.
Possibly, but normally it's the opposite, where it's like you think the service person is hitting on you or wants to be with you, but it's literally their job to be nice to you.
Mm-hmm. It's my job to
God.
grope you.
Well, yeah. That's what Singer said all those years.
Hey, you come on that party bus. What?
Everybody's coming on that party bus. So, where do we... Oh, so they get their costumes, and we go from there. We're going to jump to the Halloween festival downtown.
They leave her. They take their boys. They pick up.
Well-
they all pick up boys.
Yeah, they pick up boys at the festival downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Like the other two girls, Bo Peep and looks like Snow White, maybe, I don't know.
Definitely a
Go
Disney
just-
princess of sorts.
One of them looks like a Disney princess. I was trying to find where they listed exactly what they were, but I don't see it right here, right now. They go around the back of a news van, like, hey, you two, we got a party and we need dates. Like, come on, because they're very attractive and they're dressed very
Yeah, but it's like
scantily clad. So they
I
can
got
just get
work in the
anyone.
morning,
Yeah.
so I'm not gonna go.
Yeah, I'm a pass. If you want to go home and like watch a movie and eat some
Just
pizza,
fill it with water. It goes-
Do you like pizza?
I like pizza.
Actually, I'm looking at you both. You don't like pizza.
You don't like pizza. You like Chipotle.
Ugh.
Everybody likes Chipotle, don't you?
No.
Me? Ugh, you're a bad person. So they get their dates, and then they're still talking to Lori, and it's the one sister who's really trying to help her along. The other two are just not much help.
Yeah.
It's Danielle is the helpful one. She's like, "Are you sure? Like, I bet there's gonna be extra guys at the party, and I just want to help you out." And Lori's like, "Well, I just always wanted my first time to be," and all the other girls are like, "Don't say it." And she's like, "Special." And they just start laughing. It's like, we were all there. Trust me, you just got to kind of go do it.
And they tell her to play hard to get.
Play hard to get, yeah. So they all get in the van, but Lori stays there. And she's like, "No, I'll find my own way." And so they take off to go to the party, and Lori's there, and she makes eyes with the vampire before she leaves the party, right?
Yep.
Or yeah. But then all of a sudden she's off doing her best Little Red Riding Hood,
Yep.
and she managed to find a forest road near downtown,
I mean, sure.
and it's just, walking lonely. There's spookums, seems like, running through
She's
the woods.
baiting him.
Well, maybe.
No, she is.
Maybe she just got lost. Now, before she eyeballed him and left, though, she's eyeballing people around in the crowd,
Yeah.
and she's like, looking at this big Viking,
Oh my god.
and then it turns around and it's a buff lady, and I'm like, choose the Viking lady. And
Yeah,
then, like,
yeah,
the dude
yeah,
shows
yes.
up with the Viking lady, and then I'm like, still choose the Viking lady.
I would have
Like,
chosen the
heck
Viking
yeah.
lady.
And like,
Puppies.
do we have to? Yeah. Now, do we have to go to New Orleans for like a sick Halloween festival like that?
I mean,
Is
that's not where this is, but
That's not where this is, but I mean in real life.
no, you go where this is.
I don't. Do you want? Should we go to Salem?
No, you go buttfuck Iowa, where this is.
There's probably a good party somewhere now. I just want to go to a big Halloween festival like this. Not one of these lame ones. I want to go to a good one with sick-ass costumes. It's going to be great. Now we flash back over to the party, and the helpful sister, Danielle, is like, well, I found someone here for you. And Laurie's like, oh, is he cute? And the camera turns, and it's a large white man in a baby cot, like in a diaper with like a little head like thing on and a bottle, and she's like, well, yeah,
Kumiyasha.
Kumiyasha. Laurie's like, so that's a no. Then she goes off on her little walk, and the other two sisters are like, so where's the guy you found for her? And it's a big, he's over there passed out already. Like the tape ended, like he got to the end of the Nature Channel tape. So we cut to, we've got Laurie walking in the woods, and she's being stalked by this vampire man, this guy, this wannabe Phantom of the Opera looking mofo. Like he dropped some money on his mask.
That's a sick
He got fangs.
mask.
And it's kind of hard to talk about this segment with, well, do we want to go into who that is yet, or we want to save that for his segment? We'll save it for his segment.
It's Principal Wilkinson.
You son of a bitch. It's
so obvious.
It's so obvious. So he starts necking with her in the woods. He makes classic Red Riding Hood.
Well, that makes it
as-
sound like it's consensual. It's not.
Well, she was waiting for him. And
No,
she wasn't
he kind of
exactly-
snuck up on her and then attacked her.
I mean,
That's because vampires and werewolves have never gotten along, Daniel. This is just what they've been doing for centuries.
but she's not dressed as a werewolf. She's dressed as a Little Red Riding Hood.
Kenny seems confused that this isn't consensual.
I mean, look, I made eyes at him and let him come out there, and
Wait,
she was all about it.
Come out there? Come out where?
Yeah,
The trail?
in the woods.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Herwoods.
So it becomes unconsensual.
No,
here
it
a
was.
little bit.
It's unconsensual the whole time.
Unconventional.
No, it's
Unconsensual.
It's unconventional as well. Actually, it's a very conventional relationship because you got opposites. Because she's a monster and he's a principal. Actually, they're both monsters now that I think about it. But
We took your favorite monsters and we made them fight.
we made him fight.
He's probably the biggest monster in the movie, and it's Mr. Wilkins, not Wilkinson.
Whatever.
I mean, get his name right. That's the fucking principal. Show some respect.
Put some respect on his name.
Some respect on his name. So he's all like preparing to attack. We've witnessed him attack another lady, so we think she's about to be his next victim. And she gets attacked, like, and then we cut back to the party, and all of a sudden a body drops like out of the trees.
Yeah,
And it's-
in the cloak.
In
In
the
the red
cloak,
in the red riding cloak.
and a
hood.
lady screams.
I guess
which
instead of
seems-
saying a cloak, we could say it's a hood.
They're in the hood now. Now, a lady screams at this party, which seems weird to me, knowing what we know about this party, that she's freaked out by anything there. But they're like, oh no, it's Laurie! And they go over and they open it up, and not Laurie. It's Vampire Man, and he's all
He's
longer
so
doing his...
scared.
Yeah, he's not doing his sexy voice anymore. He's like, help me!
Help me!
Help me! It's like his legs all busted open.
He's wrapped up like a burrito.
He is wrapped up like a little burrito. And you know who loves burritos?
Werewolves.
Werewolf. We pull off the mask of Mr. Wilkins, and we're like, oh shit, it's Mr. Wilkins.
And he would have gotten away with it too, if not.
For them meddling.
For having
Dog
his bones
chicks.
broken. Yeah.
So one of the sisters come over and pulls out his fake vampire teeth, and she's like, oh, these are pretty nice. And they're like, we're glad she found you, someone special, for her first time. And he's just like, what is going on here? He looks around and he starts seeing like dead bodies.
Yeah.
And the music kicks in, and it's a nice
good.
cover of
It's Marilyn
Sweet
Manson.
dreams are made of this.
Yeah.
It's who, Dave?
Just like
It's
that.
Marilyn Manson.
Oh, another person that Ryan approves of, like the way he handles his life.
Do you like how Marilyn, much like, problematic. Everyone's problematic. All these
Everyone's
people.
problematic.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Give him 30 years.
Good song though.
Yeah, it worked.
You gotta give that to him.
gotta give it to him. X gonna give it to
You
him.
gotta hand it to him.
This transformation sequence is so good because not only are the wolves themselves great, which it's done by the same people who did the wolves for Underworld,
Okay.
but the way they do the transition. First off, there's no male wolves here that we see. So for all we know in this universe, only werewolves are female.
How's that work?
Maybe it's are only ones that can be transformed, and then they live a long time. Maybe I don't know, menstrual cycles or something. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's what makes them well.
Yeah.
So
the wolf is in.
Wait.
Hun.
I'm confused.
If your menstrual cycle is in the same cycle of the moon, the full moon,
No.
you're a werewolf.
No, it's easy. I don't know, Daniel. It's easy. We don't know. All we know is
I just
those
explained
wolf
it.
puppet heads, so good.
Yeah,
So good.
and they
So
peel their
good.
skin off.
They take their skin off like they're undressing.
Mm-hmm.
So like they're ripping off, like they take their arm off and it's like they're degloving because the wolf is just under it. Now I want to know how it all kind of comes back. I want to see the reverse transformation, but it's like the wolf is always there under the foot. When the one puts her leg up on the thing with the boot on, it
Yeah.
just takes her leg off like it's stockings.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so good. And then another one has one of her, wolf sisters run her nail down her spine.
Unzip me.
And unzips her. Now, I think with this being Anna Paquin's character, Laurie's first time, she's not doing the full out transformation like them until we're assuming this is her first kill and feeding. So maybe she was turned recently, just hit age. I don't know. Because she's doing a partial transformation that still looks great. Like her spine is popping out and all that. She gets these great, like, teeth, sharp teeth.
Yeah, she couldn't talk very good with those teeth, though.
No, because then she looks at Wilkins and she's like, "What big eyes you have."
Yeah.
Ooh, a kindred spirit.
Yeah, and then like Ryan was really
Guys,
turned
I'm
on at this
actually a
point.
werewolf with big old werewolf teeth in my mouth while I'm recording these podcasts. That's what this is.
I thought so. My only issue with that
Don't
scene is
werewolves have, like, more hair
maybe
than
on
Ryan?
top. Well, he's a high
You-
testosterone wolf.
I'm,
It's actually on.
you
on
want to
men, it
know
all
where
goes
the
to their
daddy
ass.
werewolves come from, Daniel? You're
No?
looking at them. Ow.
Okay.
Ow.
Ow.
Shouldn't the wolves have more teats though? Shouldn't there be like 6 of them or something?
Well, we never got that camera angle, so
Well, we got to see one of them, like one random one was like, "Here's
It's
boobs."
too much fur. You wouldn't be able to see them because they're so furry.
but that's just
I
their
don't
costume, though. That ain't the real them.
Yeah, but once you get it out, there should have been like teats everywhere.
Teats galore. I'm thinking like a beholder. You know how a beholder is just all eyes?
That
This
was
guy
all
should just
eyes.
be all tits.
Sweet
Like
dreams
a
are
like
made
a
of
tit
this.
beholder.
They
You know
let
what I
out some
mean?
Big. Oh yeah.
You guys know what I mean?
Behold. Feast your eyes.
Like a tit beholder. I think I'm gonna trademark that.
You got it, dude. So that's the end of that segment. And I'd say that's the first real segment. The other little wraparound thing, there's not much to chew on there. Ha. Ha.
Mm.
We'll do a ranking when we get to the end. So let's wrap. So let's see. Who are we introduced to after we meet the wolves? It is.
Well, we should just do the principal now
Well, we are
because he's
actually.
dead.
We are. We see a scene of a kid dragging a pillowcase full of candy.
It's the
across
fat kid from.
Bad Santa. He's dragging his pillowcase full of candy all over the like wet, nasty ass ground.
And he's knocking
And I'm
over
like-
all the pumpkins.
Yeah, but like treat your candy with respect, kid. Like,
What's in
I
a
wanna-
bag?
yeah, but it's gonna be all muddy and wet. Like they'll still be protected, but it's like it seems like a whole bad situation. I don't like it. It pissed me off. Carry your bag. You don't even have that much candy in there. You're so lazy, but you got enough energy to smash all these pumpkins.
I don't think that took that much energy.
Well, it doesn't take that much energy to hold that like 1/8 filled pillow sack of candy. That he drags it. I think it would be more effort to drag it.
Look, I think we can all agree this kid deserves what comes to him.
He does. Don't break other people's jack-o'-lanterns. You want to break yours? Then go ahead. Do it. That kid, must have been raised by a bad Santa. And we don't smash pumpkins around here. And his name's Charlie.
And then he was gonna commit the gravest of crimes, is where someone's not home and they leave their little note that says, "Take one."
Take one. He's emptying that whole bag. that whole bucket into his bag, and he gets caught by who of all people?
Professor
the principal.
Wilkinson.
Professor Wilkinson, sir.
Wait.
Mr. Wilkins.
That's right, Ryan. He gets caught by Professor Wilkinson, sir.
And Wilkinson, sir's got like a big paper bag full of Magnum condoms. And he's like, nah, Charlie, I don't think that's very good for your diabetes. Yeah, it's okay. Good thing I just bought more candy. And he just seems like he's got like a little like rage inside him. Like, you know what, Charlie? Sit down.
Sit down, Charlie. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you about life.
He pulls a knife out of the paper bag that's not in any sort of holder, so that would have tore right through that bag at some point. He's like,
relax, Charlie. The knife's not for you, even though it is for you, but not right now.
It is for him. It's for the pumpkin right now, and he is hate carving that pumpkin. He is like, stab, talking to Charlie every time he pulls the knife out.
The eyes are difficult.
Yeah. Charlie's like jumping every time. Now Charlie's always eating that candy, and he starts gagging a little bit, and Principal Wilkinshire Berg is like, now there's another tradition, Charlie, that you also failed to do, and that is check your candy.
I don't think checking the candy would have done anything.
They're right, because that was clearly something being injected in there, and no kid's going to notice a little needle hole. Plus, they have all these candy checks, like you can go to the fire station and stuff like that. But everyone always says there's never been a reported incident of a Halloween like candy poisoning or like the razor blades in it.
Well, that happened, but it was the parents of the kid.
Yes, yeah, they did it to their own kid.
Because kids.
Right, and wasn't it just like, I don't know, antifreeze or some shit?
But like, isn't there like, it's gotta be an easier way to murder your child.
Like, put him on a bus and pay a bus driver to drive it off a cliff.
Right? Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
But that's not where we are.
Bash him with a rock.
We're with John Carpenter's neighbors still.
Drown him in the bathtub.
Charlie just projectile vomits all over the stairs.
It's a lot.
That's pure chocolate syrup. I don't even think they tried to do it. That's just chocolate syrup. He's eating a lot of candy, so they're allowed to do that.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to tell you guys, though, earlier. I got dibs on Bo Peep.
I don't know which is which, so.
That's fine. I don't know. What?
I got dibs on
the costume. You want the costume? Yeah, you can be.
He
Bo
wants
Peep.
the costume. Yeah,
no problem.
Yeah, I want to be Bo Peep.
Okay,
I want to be you slam piggy.
Just be yourself, Daniel.
God.
Just be yourself.
You're gonna be the pig. Ryan's gonna be the hot dog.
I'm gonna be Ryan Slam Pig.
Hell yeah! So
oink oink.
Mr. Wilkinsonshire Bergser picks up Charlie and he's dragging him inside.
Yeah.
And he starts puking on him.
Oh.
And he's like, oh, come on, Charlie. Like, and I'm thinking, you've done this before. Why?
But he's never done it with the fat kid from Bad Santa.
That's true. Like, but point him the other direction.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point.
And then he gets in there and he doesn't get the light turned off yet. And so 3 kids show up who are part of another segment knocking on the door. And he turns off the light real quick and they're like, we know you're in there. And they just start banging on the door. I love the courage of these kids just to be absolute menaces at this point in time. Like, nah, their light was on. We're getting our candy.
Well, it's also, then they revealed that, because they call him Principal Wilkins. At this point, up till now, we didn't know he was the principal.
Yeah, he's a big deal. And I just like, this is the first time we get him doing one of his little yells that are hilarious. Just a minute!
Yeah.
He does that so well. I die with happiness every time. It's so great. And he gets there and he's got the blood all over his shirt and the kids just scream. And he's like, whoa! And they're like, yeah, got you. Nice costume, Principal Wilkins. Now, did you give them poison candy or did they get regular candy?
I think they got regular candy from Charlie.
Yeah, they got Charlie's candy.
But Charlie might also have some poison candy. Poison candy's everywhere.
All over the place. Check your candy. And they leave.
Check your candy.
And they take his jack-o'-lantern.
Oh, it's for UNICEF.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's a scavenger hunt. I don't know. But the
A
pirate
scavenger for UNICEF? That makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Usually you have a little like cardboard like thing with a coin slot on it and you collect pennies at everyone's house and shit. I think the pirate kid does like a second look at him thinking like that looks like real like blood.
Yeah.
But whatever. Doesn't care.
I think the price of shipping is going to be higher to send pennies than the amount of pennies you're shipping.
It's a thought
Is that right?
counts.
They melt them down.
Yeah.
And you get the zinc out of them.
What they do is they melt it down and they take the little bit of copper out of it too, and they use that in herbicides or pesticides to get rid of weeds and shit, like fungal growth.
UNICEF does
yards.
this? I didn't know.
No,
Oh
we're
my
just
gosh.
making up
You're
all these
hearing it
other
here
reasons.
first. My word.
Now this is happening. Sam is just like standing over there like watching, and he's like, "Sup?"
This dude knows Halloween.
Like game recognizing game.
Game
and that happens a lot.
absolutely. Happens
A lot. He drags him in there and he walks right by. We see his poison candy workstation where he's got like all these big bottles
just
labeled
out in the
with, like,
open. Yeah.
chemicals, like, and you've got them labeled with like what they are.
Arsenic.
Arson. Yeah. I'm like, oh god.
Well, you want clear labels on that stuff.
Yeah, you don't want to accidentally poison someone on purpose. You want to poison. You don't want to accidentally poison someone. So he drags him all the way outside and throws his wrapped body in a hole he's already got dug that has a body in it already.
Mm-hmm.
And he's down there. He starts. Well,
just some kid from earlier.
Yeah. So you'll see briefly a kid's arm come out, and it's like in a clown costume.
So it's different.
And we see those kids earlier. So I don't know where the other two kids are from that group, but he got him a clown costume kid.
I'm just saying, he's done the neighborhood a good service by taking out the original Michael Myers when he's a child.
Someone's got to do it.
Right?
Oh. Spike!
No, we're not there yet.
So he's digging the hole, and then we get, Daddy, I'm back from trick-or-treating. Billy, be quiet. You're gonna bother the neighbors. What? Can we carve a jack-o'-lantern? Yes, after I'm done out here. Go watch Charlie Brown.
Why is this podcast you just doing all the dialogue?
Because it's so good. This bit is so good. Because then he goes, go watch Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown's an asshole.
He's not, is he though? I've never really watched Charlie Brown, but I thought that little girl was the asshole because she's always like picking up the football when he's about to kick it.
Lucy.
Yeah.
Billy Wilkins. Yeah. We'll make candy apples. When? After we do the jack-o'-lantern. It's so fucking good. And then the dog comes out barking at the fence from the neighbor, and he's like, oh, you're barking at me. So this is the dumbest thing he does. He takes the shovel, snaps off a finger off of one of the bodies in the thing, and throws it over the fence to the dog. He's now thrown a human finger over to where his neighbor could easily see it and be like, that's a real finger.
His neighbor don't see good.
John doesn't see well anymore, you know.
Anymore. I'm just saying, it's a risk. That's a dumb risk. His neighbor comes out and is like, who's that over there? I got an NRA membership in my pocket and a shotgun over my mantle.
So does the NRA membership just allow you to shoot whoever, whenever?
No, it means if it's in his pocket, his whole body's a weapon. He can pull up finger guns and they go off. Pow. Mike, Wilkins, is that you?
Who else would it be in his yard?
That's what I'm saying.
That's Professor Wilkinson Jr.'s yard.
Yeah. What are you doing over there? Hiding bodies?
Exactly.
Oh no, I got a septic issue.
It smells like a dead hooker. What is it?
Yeah.
Does a dead hooker smell different than just a normal dead person?
I feel like maybe they'd smell better because they got to put on lots of scent.
I thought you were going to ask, does a dead hooker smell different from a normal hooker?
Oh, no. That's not okay.
And I was going to say, that's not okay, Daniel. It's not okay that you had that thought and said that. That's not okay.
And you made Ryan say that you had that thought.
Well, I didn't have that thought. Let's circle back around to my question.
Okay, like a saw, like a circular,
like a circular saw, like the kind you would shave your face with. Let's circle back.
Yes, Professor. What was your question?
I don't actually.
Teacher. I was watching an ant crawl across my desk.
I don't actually remember what it was. What was my question?
Does a dead hooker
oh, wait,
the same as a live hooker?
Shut up. No. Shut up. It's time to play our new favorite game that we invented on the last episode. If I'm being Does a dead hooker smell? What am I binging?
Does a dead hooker smell better or worse than a dead regular person?
Well, what? How does this game be played? I don't know.
Oh no, the AI is broken. Look, he tells his neighbor he's got some septic issues, and that's why he's like, well, that's why it smells like a dead hooker out here. And he's like,
Spike!
Whatever, ass. Spike, get your ass in here. And neighbor goes back inside. Billy pops back out. I need help with the eyes. He says it like 20 times. Like, that kid, he's dressed like Chucky. Let's be real here. A little
Being
Chucky.
real.
He's adorable, though. Got a very adorable little Chucky face.
Yeah.
He's clearly annoying the hell out of his father. His father's like at his wit's end with him, and he said like, I want to carve a scary face this time. I need help with the eyes. Blah blah blah. His dad has a knife behind his back, and they're walking down the stairs to the basement. And every time the dad takes a step, the son like jumps with both feet down in time with the steps, like just being as obnoxious as possible.
Yeah.
He goes over to the table. The dad gets behind him with a knife behind his back, and the kid's all, I need help with the eyes. Remember, I've told you like 6 times I want to do a scary face. The dad's like, okay, and puts his hand on the top of his son's head.
Mm-hmm.
And then pulls out the knife and off camera just stabs it straight down. And you're like, no, he didn't. Then he pulls the knife back up and there's blood on it. And you're like, oh shit. And then he takes the knife and he puts it in the kid's hand. He's like, get a firm grip like this. And we're like, wait, what? The camera pulls back. And it's Charlie's head on the table. They're going to try to carve Charlie's head like a jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think it's going to turn out great because like the skin's not going to work like a jack-o'-lantern. Like, it's not firm.
Do you know this from experience, or?
Yeah, you got to freeze the head. They haven't had time to properly freeze that head.
Huh.
So that's the end of, I'd say, Wilkins segment 1. Because he kind of has 2 parts.
No, he's done.
No, because now he also told Charlie, like, hey, man, I gotta go. I got a date later.
Well, yeah, he already did that.
Well, he gets a little bit before he meets up with Lori.
He kills the lady as a vampire. We're done with that.
Yeah, he dresses as a vampire, apparently, and goes out and kills people in the middle of crowds.
Yeah, we did that. It's done.
We did that.
Well,
we already did that.
It's important, though, because...
I get that it's important, and that's why we already did it.
I want to know...
Okay.
His backstory. How long has he been doing all this? How does he not get caught? What prompted him to be like this?
Working around children 9 to 5.
What school did you go to where it didn't start until 9?
Elementary school.
You were late every day, buddy.
No.
And you're there until 5?
Look at the confusion and the defensive on his face.
Were you just hanging out with the janitor?
Okay, I guess he's not. Okay, I understand now. I understand. You're right.
I swear to God.
The kids aren't there the whole time. You're right.
Yeah. And when,
unless after school activities, unless he's hanging out with after school activities,
Principal Wilkinson Sr. likes to party. I'm just saying.
Yeah, so he dresses up as a vampire and goes out on the night because that's what he tells his son. He says that he's got a date later, so he dresses up and we see a vampire like kill a lady. We don't know it's him yet because this is before that werewolf segment. But he kills that lady in the crowd.
But it's so weird.
And leaves her
that lady
on the ground.
Just
and
goes out into an alleyway.
No, she doesn't see her. She sees
the
him.
Robot, the couple from the wraparound see her.
Oh.
See her, and they think she's just drunk.
Lots of wraparounds happening.
She must have been really drunk or something to go in an alley with some dude who's 70% of his face you can't even see and just start making out with him.
Oh, she was into it.
She's all shocked, and I'm like, what do you mean? Clearly you're up for something stupid.
Okay, now you're victim blaming, and I don't feel comfortable with that.
Yeah, she's dumb.
Well, he said it was a date, so I think she knew who he was.
I don't think it was a date. I think it was a rando.
No, that's a teacher
if she knew who it
at
was,
his school who's been trying to jump on them bones for a long time. This is her Halloween
They've been having a will they, won't they, a whole school year.
If she wanted to hook up with a teacher, she would have been...
to me.
No, she would have been right in between that pig and hot dog. That was the teacher fuck party.
Yeah, that was the teacher fuck party. You're right.
We had a teacher fuck party.
What does go between a hot dog and a pig?
Doesn't the hot dog come from a pig?
Lettuce?
Sauerkraut?
Would you have to dress up as... Ooh, how do you dress up as sauerkraut? You dye your hair.
A white ghillie suit.
Right, anyway, so he tells the kid that he has a date later, so he has to go out. So he dresses up. Well, we find out later that he's the vampire, and he kills this lady in a crowd.
You hide bodies!
You hiding bodies? Spike!
Spike! Spike! Okay, your guys' call. You want to do Mr. Wilkins, or do you want to do...
Wilkins is last.
Children. You want to do Wilkins last?
No, we just did Wilkins. What are you talking about?
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
Krieg.
Oh my god.
Hey, can we do Professor Wilkins next?
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Can we?
I mean, yeah, we can talk about it again. Maybe we missed something.
So this movie has 5 segments. There's Professor Wilkins, and then there's Professor Wilkins again.
There's Principal.
Then there's the principal.
Principal with his son.
There's Sir Wilkins.
And then there's the principal when he goes out and dresses as a vampire.
He's yeah. Brilliant.
Which he did after the thing with his son, because he told his son that he had a date later.
He did.
Whole bunch of dates.
Bunches and bunches of dates.
So we got a group of kids who went up to his house to get a pumpkin for UNICEF, and then we hook up with them again, and they go to the fun house where we all want to be, because we all want to be hot dogs and pigs and sauerkraut getting in there. And they're collecting pumpkins, and they
Jack-o'-lanterns.
Jack-o'-lanterns. Ooh, thank you. And they go to Rhonda's house. Who's Rhonda, Daniel?
Goth girl.
Velma. Yes, very good.
Velma. Because she was doing like a spot on Velma voice. So I'm like,
This is Velma's origin story.
if you haven't played Velma in anything after this, what a waste. And you know what she's done after this?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
I figured.
She's like a stand-up comedian in New York now.
Wasting her
There you
life.
go. She is such a sweet girl. Like, I immediately am protective of this child. She's so earnest, and it comes across like she loves the holiday. She's got hundreds of jack-o'-lanterns all around her yard, and they're like, it's Rhonda the retard.
That's
And
a
it's
hard
like,
R.
Ooh. And I was like, someone's like, she's not retarded. She's an idiot savant. Now, I like to tell everyone that Daniel's an idiot savant. I just haven't figured out the one thing he's actually good at yet.
I can tell you.
What is it?
If there's a spider in a room, in my eyesight, in my line of sight, like not under something, right? But
Okay.
but like I could if it's physically possible for me to see it, I will see it.
100% of the time that he
100%.
sees a spider, he sees it.
And 100% of the time, if he's outside, he'll eat it.
He
Well,
will eat it.
Little protein on the go.
In my little Renfield. Their costumes though, like, okay, the pirate's okay. I'm not sure what is the one like a little angel or something? I don't know what she is. But the alien, where she's got like a hat type thing that gives her a
metal
big alien
face?
head up above, and then she's got the massive headgear braces. That is such a banger look. That is hilarious. I was dying. That's so good. So I like how into watching the teachers like get it on that the kids are when they go to that house. Like the pirate lifts up his eye patch, and the teacher that answers the door in the cat lady costume, she's like, "Do you guys want some alcohol?"
Yes.
And the alien's like, "Yes." And like, "No, we're okay. Can we have your jack-o'-lantern?" And like the pirate boy leans over and he's staring at the gym teacher in the hot dog suit, like dry humping the pig. And they walk away like, "What was that?" And he's like, "I'm pretty sure it was the gym teacher butt fucking someone in a hot dog suit, butt fucking someone in a pig costume." And I'm like, I love that for these kids to see their teachers and stuff like all drunk and just not giving a fuck.
Yeah.
Like that's a real life-changing moment for them if they got to live a life.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So they meet up with a fourth child. You know, their little hunk boy. You know, he's their bait.
He's their honey dick. He's their honey dick.
He's honey dicking. And they have him go honey dick Rhonda the retard.
Okay, I don't.
This
like
is the only
that.
time we can say it because it's the character name and it's bad. And I want to protect her. These kids, more than anyone in this movie, got what was coming to them.
Well, I don't know about that.
I know about that.
This is kid
But I'm telling
justice,
you.
Daniel.
Kid
Rhonda
Justice.
decided.
Yeah.
Judge Rhonda. Dun, dun, dun.
Judge Rhonda.
I mean, yeah, they suck, but I don't know. Like,
had it coming, especially mostly that one though. The other three maybe could have been.
you
redeemed.
kill the ringleader.
Yeah.
No.
You feed the ringleader to the zombies.
It's like Rhonda was maybe expecting them because she comes out all eager. She's in like a fun little witch costume, and what's the boy's name?
Traver.
Traver.
It sounded like traitor.
Trailer.
Ben Tramer.
It wasn't Ben
Ooh.
Tramer. He gets hit by a car, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I identify him
Also-
from his dental records.
Yeah, I think it's Schrader.
I think it's
Schrodinger's.
Yeah, it's Schrader. It's Schrader.
I think it's Scrotum's name.
Which he made an appearance in Piranha 3 Double D,
okay.
Which D was he?
the second one, played by Jean-Luc Bilodeau.
Fucking Jean-Luc Picard. This dude's named after Jean-Luc Picard. That's great.
That's why he's out there hunting.
I'm naming my kid Worf.
And he's all, there you go. And he's all like, did you make all these? And she's like, yeah. And then she does like, they're walking along and she gives a little Halloween lore dump to the pirate.
Yeah.
Like, oh, don't you mean like Samhain and
No.
All Hallows Eve?
This was like Velma.
Yeah, this is Velma.
It's 100% Velma.
I like your eye
And the
patch.
pirate kid's just like, yeah, after he's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I like your eye patch. She's so sweet. She thinks they're going to be friendly, but they're not. And they betray her and they die.
Well, we don't know that.
For some reason, I got a note here that says dirty autistic secrets, but I don't remember what that was about.
Oh, the kids on the bus.
Oh, okay. They were the
Yeah.
dirty autistic secrets.
I'm
So
the
the
fucking
ringleader-
Kenny Note Whisperer.
I appreciate you, buddy.
That's my
Secondary power. You gotta have two. They're going to this old abandoned rock quarry that has an elevator that still works. And the ringleader's telling the story about how a bus driver who drove the short bus full of all the town's special needs children was talked to by the parents who were tired of dealing with their kids and ashamed with them and stuff like that, that, hey, we want you to just get rid of them. So he drives them to this quarry. They're all wearing their Halloween costumes, and those are creepy too. Especially, did you guys see the one that was wearing like a burlap sack that had just like a big like mouth on it on the bottom, and it was super creepy. It was like the one all the way on the back of the bus on the left.
No, but
No.
I feel like they missed an opportunity to have Sam be one of the kids on the bus.
I think that would have been nice too. Ryan, you need to go back and look at those costumes, because if you look at that bag head, you're gonna really appreciate that. Trust me.
I usually appreciate all the bag heads.
I know you do. He's handing out candy to them, and the kids are chained to their seats. I'm guessing that's normal operating procedure.
Well, I mean,
because,
it's actually safer than a regular school bus, because regular school bus, they ain't got seat belts.
That's true. I guess it keeps him from getting up there and getting in the driver's face while he's driving.
Or, for
Keeps them from
example,
killing the
getting
driver.
up while and getting in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
They would
Well,
prevent that.
Wrong way.
Just wants to
Wrong
go
way,
home.
'cause the kid in the Dracula costume, like, he's counting the house numbers, and the bus stops at the stop sign and makes a turn, and he immediately knows this ain't the right way. It's the wrong way. Wrong way. Wrong way. I want to go home. So, bus driver Krieg.
Oh, wait, so
throws-
you're telling me this is like at the end of the day? So not only did they have to go to school,
No.
but then...
I don't think this is the end of the day. I thought
Okay,
they were driving
good.
them out of the neighborhood. This feels
You
like the
think?
beginning of the day.
Okay, I like that better.
No, because Dracula's expecting to go home, not to go to school.
No, Dracula's just he just knows the route to school.
Yeah,
He's
but
like, this
he
ain't
knows,
the route.
like, I want to go home. Like, I don't know.
Well, he doesn't want to be at the rock quarry.
Everybody
Well,
wants to
then
be at the rock quarry.
if he didn't want to be in the rock quarry, then he fucked up.
He really did.
Honestly, he's, he snakes his little autistic hands out of those cuffs, and he learns to drive stick pretty quick, pumps the clutch like 20 times, eventually gets it into gear. Bus driver Krieg's like, aw, damn, not again.
I mean, like, how is he gonna do this if not do this exact thing?
Well, how's it? He would like at least open the door and then gas it and then just jump out while it's rolling pretty good. Like,
What?
it doesn't even have to be going that fast. It just has to go.
Well, then, like, why give him candy?
Yeah,
he
why
set
does he
himself
need to
up
give
for
him
failure.
candy?
He feels bad about this. He even feels bad about it all the way when we see spoilers. It's still Krieg.
But
He has a little picture that he's finally burning.
I mean, that's
in
not
his
how
old
you
age.
know.
I mean, it's the ring.
Yeah, it's the ring.
it's the ring. This movie
the
does a
ring.
lot of ring shots. Maybe
Does
there's
it?
only
Yeah.
2. Oh yeah,
I think it's just on him.
Nope. The opening
Well,
one
it's circular,
with
like a saw.
Battlestar and his wife. You can see the wedding bands on their hands, on her hands as she's pulling down the sheets,
Oh,
and then hanging
that's
in the
how
tree.
you see it on the body. Yeah,
as she's
you're
dismembered,
You're
you
right.
can see the ring.
You're right. Ryan, you're right.
When you're right, you're right.
I know my miss. Ooh,
miss.
I've misfired. I gotta sit
Oh.
down.
He just did a.
You're already
he just did a
sitting.
Mitch McConnell, folks.
Oh,
Ooh.
Wait, what?
Oh.
He turtled up and froze.
he saw a predator.
So Dracula gets out of his seat and gets the bus rolling, and they all go over the edge down into the quarry, where to this day they say the bus is sank at the bottom, and they never heard from the driver again. But then in the flashback, it shows us the driver getting out of the water.
Well, yeah, the flashback knows more than she does.
How much you think they paid him?
I guess not enough
7,
because he still
maybe
lives
even
in
8.
town.
Yeah, but he
Right.
bought a house as a bus driver, so I don't know. But back in those days, you can buy a house with a part-time
Well,
job.
I had there's like a flyer on my door that said bus drivers get paid like $20 an hour.
That's probably more than you.
Nope.
Oh, look, a big man got a big raise. So proud. So they tell the story to Rhonda, and what's their ruse? They get her. They're gonna put the jack-o'-lanterns down there to honor their spirits or something.
We're
8
gonna honor the
jack-o'-lanterns for 8
Yeah,
dead
souls.
souls.
that's right. So they
If you want this baby boy's soul, you gotta pay the troll toll.
they go down first and leave Rhonda with the pirate to go down last
Arrgh.
in the little elevator. Like, oh, I can't hold all of us.
Can only hold 3.
They get
This is
yeah,
very
3.
important later
so they get down there
Why is this important later?
and
because she chooses her jack-o'-lantern friends over the bad ones. Look, she's not being
Ryan thinks it's
she's not being cruel when she just hits that button to go up. It's like, look, it's me and the jack-o'-lanterns. there can only be I'll send it back down for you. I'll send it back
they
down.
never did me no wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
They get down there, they hear screams. The pirate boy's like, I'm so scared.
And it's
Rhonda's
super
like, "Here."
foggy, and one by one, as they're going down, their little jack-o'-lantern lights go out.
So
Yeah.
nice.
Rhonda hands a jack-o'-lantern to the pirate boy and says, don't let the candles blow out. They will protect you, okay? And she's just going to go off by herself. And I'm just like, leave Rhonda alone. She's trying to save your asses.
Rhonda's cool as hell.
She's so cool. And they jump scare her after she's walking around lost. She sees the pirate with his guts ripped out. And she falls down and bashes her head on a rock. Now she's got brain damage.
Oh man, now we're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, they're all hanging out over. It's like, that wasn't good. And I'm still like, that headgear on the.
Would you go through this much effort just to scare one person?
Well, the ringleader is like, I don't want to go. And Schrader's like, no, she's scared to death. Let's go. But it's like, what else were you planning after that? Were you guys just going to hang out and be friends down there? Maybe smoke some pot?
Maybe this is like the hazing.
They're jumping her in.
This is how you get in the group.
Yeah, it jumped her into the gang. But she's like, she's scared to death. Let's get her out of here.
Wait.
Well,
Okay.
What?
Do you think so? Do we ever find out how the Scooby Gang ever really united? Got
Oh.
together?
Okay, so you got Scrotums. That's Fred, right?
So
Velma,
Velma
obviously.
has done
Daphne.
a dry run. Okay.
Oh, okay.
oh, that's not her first gang, you know? She's had a few gangs.
But
Yeah.
You have to find
these are
right
the
gang.
archetypes that she's looking for.
That she's looking
Yeah.
for. She's putting this thing together, but they all have to go through an initiation from her later.
It does have a Scooby Gang vibe. Sam's Scooby.
Oh, the pirates totally Scoobs.
No, the pirate's Shaggy.
A realistic Shaggy, because he would get a little big from eating all the food.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So if anything,
yeah.
the fat kid
jack-o'-lantern.
from Bad
It's circular. We're
It's
back.
circular.
We're back around to him.
And Spike, the dog, is Scooby.
Okay, you keep saying Spike,
Yeah?
but it's actually Spite.
Oh,
What?
Dog's name is Spite with a T.
Who names their dog Spite?
Someone who hates the world and wants his dog to hate it too.
Oh my god, this whole day I've been going, Spike! We're an hour and a half into this, and you're just now telling me that it's Spite instead of Spike.
What time did I say boys' night? Did I say 8?
Yeah, I don't know why you said that.
They're like, oh no, Rhonda, it was a fake, it was a prank, it's fine. She's like, nah, man. And Schrader takes her back to the elevator, and he's like, you guys go clean this stuff up. I'm like, why are you even worried about cleaning it up? It's an old abandoned quarry. Just leave your shit, man. So they're sitting there, and there's more screams again, and Rhonda's laying down on Schrader's lap. And Schrader's like, what, again? Like, he thinks they're just trying to mess with her again. So he's like, well, you wait here. I'm going to go get them. And he gets out there, and they're being chased by the zombie children from the bus. Turns out it was real.
From the fog.
And they get...
Because the Daff kicked the jack-o'-lantern into the
water.
Next to the bus. Disrespected Halloween.
Disrespected Halloween. You don't do that. And that's 2 times that a blonde just blew out a jack-o'-lantern and got eviled upon.
Mm-hmm.
So, listen, if you're blonde, there's a high chance that Halloween already hates you. Because I've seen people blow out jack-o'-lanterns. They didn't get got by evil, but they weren't blonde.
Right.
But now this is 2 blondes that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe, I don't know, Sam's favorite band is 4 non-blondes?
I don't know what that is, but okay.
Hey, yeah. Hey,
okay.
yeah.
I said hey. What's going on?
What's going
on?
And I get real high and I turn top of my lungs. What's going on?
And I said,
hey, yeah.
I said, hey,
What's going on?
You ain't getting on this elevator.
No.
Rhonda's sitting in the elevator as they're running from the zombie kids, and she's got the door locked. She's got the key in her hand. She's sitting there with her jack-o'-lantern. She's all crying sad. They're like, Rhonda, let us on. It's coming. Rhonda, come on. We got to go. And she does a reach to put the key in the lock, and then she just shifts her hand 2 inches to the left, hits the button to go up. Now, there's a lot of things that could be happening here. She's not wearing her glasses. She could have just missed.
That's a good point, because she did have a Velma and dropped her glasses, so.
Yeah, you guys want to say she's malicious. But in reality, she's like, nah, I ain't falling for it again.
No,
you said malicious. I heard delicious, and I was like, that would be inappropriate.
That delicious murder.
Now, these kids could have, like, jumped and hung on to the bottom of the thing.
Right?
That's exactly what I said. I would have, and there's a key word I'm about to say here, attempted to hold on to the bottom of that elevator.
I think you could have done it.
I can maybe hold on, but I don't think I'm going to be able to... I don't think I'm going to be able to get the dismount onto land. Like, you're going to have to climb around the side and get up there. Look, I'm a big boy with little arms, okay?
Little T-Rex.
Much like a T-Rex.
Little T-Rex.
Yeah. I don't think I get myself... Maybe the adrenaline's pumping. I've got a lot of sugar in me.
Yeah, you just ate a
lot of candy.
You just ate a
I'm
pizza.
I'm all horned up from that hot dog and the slam pig.
Absolutely.
And then they stay down there. We hear their screams. Rhonda.
Yeah, they choose to stay down there.
Yeah, they chose. Rhonda's walking away, and she looks over at Sam standing in like an empty like pipe thingy.
And he's like, game recognizes game.
Game recognizes game. Respect.
The parents were right to put those kids on the bus and drop them off into the quarry.
Jesus Christ.
Because those kids are murderers. You saw what they did.
They are now.
Oh, they always were, probably.
They all did murders.
Okay. Look at them. The first thing they did was come out
Your
of the
Honor.
Swamp and start killing people.
Just look at them.
Parents were right.
These goddamn swamp kids.
First thing they did.
50 years later, the first thing they did.
It's a timing issue.
I don't.
In sync, Daniel. Look it up. Do your research.
Do your research.
What research do you want me to do? I don't understand.
I thought you said you did research.
We covered that at the beginning. Do you want me to do the research again?
Oh, you only had one thing?
I had a bunch. Okay, I'll go back over it since you've forgotten. No, I will. So Professor
Snape.
What was his name? Walton Books. So he tells his kid that he's got a date later So he goes out to
This is the research you did?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay,
he goes
okay.
out, he goes out to the festival thing. We find out later that he's dressed as Dracula, and he kills that lady that he went on a date with. Sucks her dry.
How come?
No WAP on her.
I don't know. Our hometown never had a Halloween parade. Kenny, did yours?
Okay, I think you weren't here. You were yelling at some Chinese people when I was already discussing this with Daniel. Do we got to go to like New Orleans to get a sick Halloween parade? Or like Salem? There are towns that put on these big like Halloween festivities, and I don't know. I've seen like
Just not in the Midwest.
This takes place
it's
in the
not in the
Midwest.
Bible
might have
Belt?
gone back and forth. I mean, remember when churches were putting on like really great haunted houses, and they weren't doing the circles of hell trying to scare you straight ones around where I was, but I hear those things were terrifying too. I forget what they call those, but you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Where like each room is like, oh, this is what happens to you if you were doing drugs, or this is what happens to you if you had premarital sex. They have those, which sound great.
That'd actually be pretty fun to go to.
Yeah, those were a thing. I forget what they're called, but the churches around where I was at was putting on pretty decent haunted houses. Heck, even my parents put on a haunted house once or twice when I was really young.
Sure, I remember those, but like the citywide, we never had.
But yeah, nothing. And now the only thing you see is like towns will have like Oktoberfest, but those are more about German type stuff, drinking beer and whatnot.
And I'm not comfortable celebrating
gatherings.
German heritage.
And that's because our German heritage probably isn't so great. Let's just say...
What do you mean? We came over well before even World War One.
I mean, that's what the papers say, but is that true?
This is true.
I'm just saying.
This is true.
Look, there's a lot of blonde-haired, blue-eyes mofos on this side of the family, and I was at that funeral where they all extended their right arms out in prayer. And I looked at my father, and he looked at me, and I was trying not to laugh, and he was like, we will discuss this later. I was like, you're damn right we will.
In a safe space.
Because we're in a church that's in a not-so-white neighborhood, throwing up Nazi salutes. I didn't do it. I couldn't do it. It took every bit of energy I had not to laugh.
I mean, it was funny.
I think it's referred to as the laying of hands, not a Nazi.
I'm sorry, but I feel like that's supposed to be like chest out.
They were very
It's
similar.
It's all about the angle.
They were like,
Yeah.
have you seen Kyle? He's about this tall. Have you seen Kyle?
I didn't know I was supposed to be looking for him.
I know I'm supposed to be looking. Look, we all know we don't go back too far on that side of the family. We've got Klansmen.
No. We've got wizards, Harry.
Yeah. It's not good. But here's the thing. They set the bar real low. So by family standards, we're all doing great.
Okay.
We got weird family, man. We got chud uncles. We got wizards. We got graveyard hair. So now we get to we get Mr. Krieg's house, who, Ryan, do you want to say who he's designed after?
He's just designed after all of our favorite director, sex symbol, musical producer, musician, star,
You wouldn't put out for
John
him?
fucking Carpenter.
They make him look like the mummy himself. John Carpenter. That's always been my favorite factoid about this.
My favorite
It's so
factoid
good.
is that the dog's name is Spite.
I've always
been hearing
known that.
Spike. I did not know that. Here we go.
Oh shoot. Apparently all the kids on the school bus had real disabilities or injuries.
And they had a great time.
They had a great time. You read that note too?
Yeah.
Look at you reading notes. Now, Mr. Krieg is played by Brian Cox,
Mm-hmm.
who is in one of my favorite horror movies.
The Ring.
No.
Oh.
It was a movie that was under my radar, and then I watched it, and then I probably watched it like 20 times in the span of like a month. 2016. Dale, do you know off the top of your head what movie I'm talking about?
2016 Brian Cox. 2016.
I said off the top of your head, not the top of IMDb's head.
2016 Brian Cox.
Also had Emil Hirsch.
Troy.
He is in Troy, but he's Agamemnon's brother in Troy, or maybe he's Agamemnon. Is he Agamemnon?
Well, he's a mortician.
That movie sucked.
Oh, that's great. We're gonna do it next year, and I'm gonna yell at you.
Oh. How
We're
alliances
talking about-
have been made and broken. Hey, Daniel, come on over to my couch.
You probably like it too, fuckboy.
I'm talking about The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Movie sucked.
That movie is so good.
You know, he
Brian,
was the original Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
In a little movie called Manhunter.
I'm a little bit of a manhunter myself.
That's what I hear. I hear you're gagging on it on the day.
Always. Daniel's always gagging for it
On the day.
on the
And
day.
that day is pretty much any day.
Just to spite his father.
Ah.
Now, Mr. Krieg here, apparently his favorite movie is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, because he rigs his dog up like Spike. Oh shit! That's the dog's name in the Grinch, is Spike. He rigs him up like Spike to scare the kids off of his mountain, or his house in this situation, with like a megaphone amplifying his bark to make him sound more menacing.
Yeah,
And
Is
Mr.
that what
Krieg
was
is-
happening?
Yeah.
Has
I
to
didn't
be.
catch that.
Didn't he have like red glowy eyes or some shit?
No, they
Yeah,
weren't red.
there's a dog eye mask that he put on. He's put a lot of thought into his anti-Halloween antics.
Right,
like
but
the
still,
Grinch.
the
Yes,
dog
very
is
much so.
tiny.
Yeah,
He's just...
Halloween night is Grinch's night.
What?
You ever seen the Grinch Halloween special? Halloween night's Grinch's night?
No, I don't watch garbage.
I have.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you did.
Good.
Excuse
You
me?
did. Oh, you get the fuck out.
No, I did. One of those was garbage.
One of those was indeed garbage. So he's committing the Halloween crime of not handing out candy.
Adultery. Oh, yeah.
Wait, adultery? I don't think that's it. He wishes.
Maybe.
Lust. Sloth.
No.
Gluttony.
He's just not handing out any candy.
He's just not handing out candy. He's
He-
being stingy.
He doesn't have the Halloween cheer, the Halloween spirit. And the best way to build that is to jack-o'-lantern bomb.
Now,
front
in
porch.
this segment, he's like watching TV and he's flipping through channels.
Yeah.
And you know what? One of the movies that he flips through, Ryan, did you catch this? You probably didn't.
I probably
Did
didn't.
you see?
Okay.
One
go
of the
ahead.
movies was Zombie Island,
And he flips right past
and he
it.
flips right past it.
Are you real?
That's real.
That's fruit. And he also flips by House on Haunted Hill, which is less important because when he flips right by Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, there's only one person we know in this world that would ever do that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's you,
You-
Mr. Krieg.
Mr. Kriegler.
Mr.
You're a mean
Child-
one, Mr.
You work at a
Krieg.
school. You work at a school. You got graveyard hair.
You killed all those kids.
You killed
killed all
all
those kids.
those kids.
And
on
you
a
hate
bus.
Scooby-Doo.
You don't like Scooby-Doo.
You probably don't hand out candy on Halloween.
I bet he doesn't.
I bet he doesn't. Because they don't celebrate those holidays over there.
We have
Good
it's
American
like
holidays.
it's like cosplay day.
Do you get candy?
Cosplay
Yeah.
day. Disgusting.
I mean, we do it within the
it's like-
building.
But where are your tricks?
Hmm? Yeah, where are your
Where are your
tricks?
tricks, Mr. Ryan?
Uh,
Mr. Ryan Krieg?
The trick is you make your hallway as scary as possible. So it's not like a trick, but it is like you got to pass the barrier to get the candy.
Ooh, so you're like throwing like used needles down, condoms down, stuff
Putting-
like that
putting
down to make it
feces on
really
the wall.
scary.
I live in a civilized place. No, we don't do any of that.
Well,
whenever
how are you
hear
gonna
someone-
make it scary then?
You make it dark and you put glowy eyes on and you play some creepy noises.
How's that
He
scary? I
walks
don't
around in that
understand.
wife beater he was wearing the other day.
That'll do it.
It's just his underwear.
Just
And when the
They're
when the
like,
first
"Oh
kids-
no, American trash! Nothing scarier than that."
when the first people come down there, he opens the hatch and like hundreds of geckos swarm out into the hallway.
oh shit!
I come out
That's
just
what the
covered in
gecks have
geckos.
always-
They don't know what to do.
It's like Candyman, but with geckos, and they're in his mouth, and they're coming out of his asshole.
Oh,
Well, you had me at hello. I
okay.
like Mr. Krieg set up to be this big grumpy man, but he's got like a full-on chair right there next to him for spite. It's adorable. He's got a little blanket. He sits there and he doesn't watch Zombie Island there with Krieg. They
right.
both don't watch good things together.
I believe they're watching Ron Popeil. Is that correct?
The fuck is that?
They settle on that news segment, right?
Well, no, he doesn't
Oh, no,
want to
the
watch
the cooking
anything
show.
about Halloween, and the only thing that's
Because
not
it-
Halloween is the cooking show.
Do you think before he killed all those kids, he was okay with Halloween?
Oh, he loved it. That's why he still gave him candy. He's like, yeah, I'm all about this Halloween. Maybe I won't kill them. Maybe I'll adopt them all.
I
They'll
think
all
I
live
think the
happy
problem
together.
is that it's just like the anniversary of him killing all those kids.
Well, you know.
That's what
Maybe.
I think.
I don't think he was going to kill him. He was going to run away with them. They're all going to be a new family, a little Krieg family.
Aww.
Like, here, meet the Kriegers. Here's Freddy.
He was gonna restart the Partridge Family. It just didn't work out. That's amazing,
yeah.
Kenny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No. Okay. So Rhonda goes down into the quarry and she hears the story about this mysterious bus. Okay, that's in there. And then she's like, okay, when I start my own crew, we can't have a bus because we ain't gonna have that many people. What we need is a mysterious, I don't know, a truck. No, that's not gonna do it. A van, a mystery. Oh, it's all
just some sort of machine.
Velma. It's all Velma.
It's all everything's coming up Velma.
Okay.
So we don't know he's attached to them yet unless you see the ring. Which, have they shown us his ring yet?
Yeah.
You've seen the ring.
Yeah.
You can kind of see some
the
ring. I think his coat.
Also, if you're paying attention to the voice, it's him. It's his voice doing the heavy breathing when the guy gets out of the water.
That's a lot to pay attention to on the first watch.
Another thing you probably won't catch is the kids that he chases away from his house. One of those is the clown kids that is Wilkins' victim.
Oh, did not catch that.
Which is why that kid is still alive, in my opinion, because he had to have just got that kid, left to go get a new knife, and then came back and then Charlie was there.
Why do you need a I don't understand.
Because think about it, because that kid's still, like, the kid was just
I understand that, but why does he need a new knife?
His other one was dull. It's
Ritual.
not easy cutting through skulls. So this is how, but does the timeline even work, though? Because it is really fucking quick. The kid's at Krieg's. The kid leaves Krieg's. Krieg's in the house. Krieg hears the footsteps of Sam running around the house.
I don't think it works.
And then he goes outside,
different
and then
clown.
we see the
Different
interaction.
Clown. I don't think it's the clown.
You don't think it's one of those boys? It's the same sleeve, though.
I don't think so.
I think, yeah, I'm with you, Kenny. It's too fast.
Well, then you're with me.
No, I'm with Kenny on point A. I'm with you on point B. But we're all sitting on the couch over here. Because I want to talk about how it's Halloween Home Alone at one point. And I want to get to Halloween Home Alone.
Okay,
we're going to get there, but we got one more thing to talk about, and that's how we get to see that scene between Krieg and Wilkins.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
uh-huh.
From the other perspective, from the other side. I love when movies do that.
Sure.
When you get to go back and see a scene again, just from the other, that's so cool. I'm like, oh, neat. That's how I feel every time. So it's just, oh, neat.
That's a good movie.
If you ever that's a good movie. Name any movie.
Children of the Corn 3.
That's a good movie.
I don't know if I've seen it, but ooh,
which one has the Barbie doll?
God, we were up to like 4 or 5 of the binge, and I sat there and watched most of these, Ryan.
Okay, so there's one. I think it's the one where they're in the city, and there's there's like a claymation kind of monster thing. And it's like miniature, and at one point he's like supposed to be picking up an actress, and then it cuts to like this like claymation thing holding like a shitty Barbie doll.
Ryan, it is the best example of a movie that was probably filmed like in scene order, and they just lost their entire budget all at once. Up until that point, everything was fine.
I like to imagine they got to that point, and then they're like, oh, fuck, how are we gonna do this?
Take some toys from my children's closet. We'll make it work.
It's still not a bigger sin than like the 5th Puppet Master movie that was just 85 minutes of the previous Puppet Master movies and then 10 minutes of new footage.
Look, we'll get into it when we do our dribble, drip retrospective, okay?
Is that a full Charles band? Because that's still going.
Oh.
Whew. So, yeah, we get that fun little bit. And so when he's yelling about keep your kid out of my yard, now we know why he's yelling that, because he literally just heard someone running around his yard. Now we're back into, well, as Ryan said, Halloween Home Alone. So tell me about it, Ryan.
He walks in. Well, what does he do? The dog is barking, right?
Yeah.
The dog is barking at the stairs, and the little doggy door is flapping because something just came in through it.
Because this is after.
But it wasn't Spite that came in through it.
After he has seen all the pumpkins outside. He's turned the kids away, didn't give them shit. And then closed the door, knock, 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 opens it again. Now it's pumpkins everywhere.
Yeah, hella geckos all over.
Doggy's barking, flappy.
And you hear the little...
Oh, yeah. We go
upstairs.
We go upstairs, and this area is reminding me of the second floor of Pet Cemetery house.
Yeah, except worse condition. I don't think he goes up there. Because I'm also like, turn on your goddamn lights.
Nah, he doesn't got any money. This is just like Pet Cemetery. Just like Pet Cemetery, because he goes into his bedroom. There's the light like shine, or no, a pumpkin erupts or something, and then there's the trick or treat, give me something good to eat, sprawled in like red coloring all over his walls. And then from under the bed, Gabe comes out and slashes his Achilles heel.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I said.
Like what the camera does here, tricking you, because it zooms forward towards him from out of the room, making you think that Sam is rushing at him from outside the room, but then he gets his ankle sliced from under the bed.
Yeah, and as we discussed earlier, Daniel didn't quite notice, the fact that it's literally a razor blade sticking out of the end of a candy bar is such a nice touch.
Well, the thing is that I thought razor blades were circular.
Yes. Yeah, for shaving your circular face.
Genitals.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look, I'm only good at two things, right?
Yeah.
Shaving your circular genitals and
seeing spiders. What was the second
interpreting
thing?
My notes.
Oh yeah, and interpreting.
And now you've assimilated down. Ryan's power. You've taken Ryan's power. Yeah, Sam does a slice of the Achilles, and Krieg hits the floor. He hits the floor.
Low.
Doesn't get much lower than the floor. And Sam comes out, and Sam is so cute. And Krieg tries to get out of there, and he trips down the stairs because it's got candy and razor blades everywhere. And Krieg lands down, and you know what I see that terrifies me on that floor?
Skittles.
Broken glass?
Candy corn.
Candy
corn. It is the worst
candy
of the
corn
Halloween candy.
Is good.
I was going to say, I love
try
candy
it
corn.
every year.
Because
I wish I liked
candy
it.
corn.
It's no, all it is, it's old stale cake frosting.
But you can take it and you can put it on your teeth, and then you have little candy corn teeth, and they stick out like
that's the only time
teeth.
I eat it is because I want to play with it. But then it's gross.
Candy corn is the secret ingredient in my secret Halloween party mix.
I think it's not a secret because you can see it.
Yeah, you're right.
And it's not a party mix because you're the only one who's eating it. So
well, no, I sell it.
He brought it home and I ate some, but I picked around the candy.
Oh, this is a real thing?
I can see the secret.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Ew.
He can do whatever he wants. He runs that bakery.
Candy corn's disgusting. Why would you put that into something
else?
else?
Trust me.
Whoa,
There's a whole
Were you lying to
thing.
me?
There's a whole thing with it.
Am I playing trick or treat with you? No, I like candy corn.
It's Reese's Pieces.
I like.
But you just said it's gross.
Okay, I can eat 2 pieces,
Bugle,
and then it has to
Reese's
go
Pieces.
away.
It's Bugle Bites. It's Chex Mix. It's pretzels, and then it's my secret sauce. And it's the candy corn as previously discussed.
Daniel, I'm going to say this is your this is the stuff that fell out of bags and got swept up into a dustbin, and that's what's just been repackaged and sold.
But no, the secret sauce brings it to life, Ryan.
Okay, that's fine.
You like corn syrup?
I love corn. It's pretty good.
That's part of the secret sauce.
I love it when John Carpenter shoots little Sam. Not just he shoots him once, bam, right in the goddamn head, right?
Yeah.
And you got that good pumpkin gourd gushing.
Guts.
Yeah. Oh, so good. But then he reloads, goes over there. Are you still alive? And then boom, boom, shoots him again. I'm like,
double
perfect.
tap, triple tap. Yeah.
Yeah. That was after Krieg's hands are all cut up and he can't work the latches on his door, and I'm yelling at him, "Use your mouth, Krieg!
Get in there!"
Use your mouth."
I think he could still work the latches. It just hurts. I don't.
Well, if he can wield the shotgun, he can.
He
work
was
the
working
latches.
on it, but Sam was crawling across the ceiling and jumped on him like a freak.
Did a little chomp. That's a little gymnast lady who does the stunt stuff.
Okay.
And his mask is taken off. We get to see Sam's little pumpkin head face.
Be cute.
It's so adorable.
His real face is so cute. He does a little chomp.
Yeah, we don't bite though. We do not bite.
Now, this is
use your words.
We do not bite.
I was laughing my ass off when he shoots him the first time and he goes sliding across the floor.
Uh-huh.
They have a slide whistle noise. Yeah, he does like a.
Wish I could have heard that. Heard?
Well, heard.
Heard?
It's hilarious. And then he's sitting there staring at the body, and then all of a sudden we think it's all calm, and then he just gets a stab right into the thigh, and it's just his little hand. And Ryan, what does he say about the hand when the hand's crawling away?
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
That's right.
Carpenter.
John Carpenter makes a fucking The Thing reference.
I laughed. It's funny.
It's so good. He just goes over there. His hand reassembles. He's like staring at it. He's like stretching his fingers. He's like, yeah. He starts choking him out.
He picks up he takes a lollipop. That's where he takes a bite out of it, and that's how he gets his weapon for the scene at the beginning of the movie. And he starts walking over, and then he does a stab, into John Carpenter's chest. Only he's saved by the candy bar.
The candy bar.
So is this because
puts it in his mouth?
Because he took that as John Carpenter giving him a treat, so he's satisfied.
Yes.
So he goes num nums.
Yep, he did that.
He likes that poison candy. That's good.
Yeah, and then he looks at him. He goes, "Trick or treat, bitch," and then he walks out of there.
No, I think it's trick or treat, motherfucker.
Krieg throws a picture of the bus driver and children into the fireplace because, yeah, Krieg, he's a bus driver. Now, we cut to the door being knocked on outside Krieg's place, and he opens the door, and he's all bandaged up.
Yeah.
It says later. Now, this is still the same night, so did he, go get bandaged up and come back? He do that all himself?
Yeah, I think he did it himself.
Self-sufficient.
But it's 3 little pigs, so back to, werewolf thing, and now he's handing out, hard candy because he's an old person. That
Looks
he's
like
taken
mints.
out of his...
Yeah, they were mints.
Yeah, and then one of the piggies great mummy costume, Mr. Krieg.
He should have just picked up the candy that was on the stairs.
He should have. But then the camera pans to the right, and we see baby Wilkins over there, all sad, waiting for his dad to come home.
He's gonna be waiting a little while.
And he's
that
also
sucks.
dressed up like his dad because he's got the white button-down shirt on and the same spray of red blood down the right side of his body.
Good
so he's
catch,
dressed up
Ryan.
as his dad when he left.
Yeah, it's so sad. I wonder where his mom is.
Mom's dead.
Mom's dead.
Yeah, but he killed him.
I want to carve
he
jack-o'-lanterns.
killed her.
I want to go to the parade.
He killed
I
her.
wish Mommy wasn't dead.
Is he a kid he just took? Oh yeah,
No.
they did do that little. I wish Mommy would. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we see Rhonda walking by. She be all surviving. Krieg's taken in. He's seeing all the stories wind back together.
And the car she walks in front of is full of the were-ladies.
Coming
They're
back.
oh my god, we almost hit her. Blah blah blah. And then we see our Cylon
Across the street.
and Mr. Battlestar across the street, and Krieg's staring over there, and he sees him pull out the jack-o'-lantern, and he's just like, well, you're fucked. Goes back inside. Sam's standing there holding his little sharp lollipop, looks at it, looks over there, and he's like, Papa's gotta work, and he flexes, and his cast busts off. And,
it's pretty good.
One day away from
he
retirement.
goes over there,
God
and
damn
then
it.
Krieg, it's almost done. Krieg gets another knock at his door, and it's the 8 kids from the bus. They're back. Got him. He thought he was
See,
safe.
that sucks because that's he's made peace with the Halloween spirit, but then because of that, of them goddamn youths fucking around at the lake, now the spirits are all riled up and they're gonna eat that poor man.
That poor man. He's paid for his sins. He looks like a mummy.
Well, I don't think he paid for his sins. I think they should eat him, but
No, sorry. He got paid for his sins.
yeah, he got paid for his sins. Yeah, actually, they should eat their parents.
Oh, I'm sure they go
100%.
around town eating all of them.
They're just going door to door.
But they don't want to step in on their parents while they're dressed up as a hot dog, giving it to a pig. So they're gonna let them finish that.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
So
It's an awkward conversation.
Off the top of my head, as I'm watching this movie, I had forgotten just how much John Carpenter there is in it. Halloween references.
Christine.
Yeah. So Christine is there. The car is
The Plymouth Fury.
Yeah. Halloween, you got Sam killing on Halloween night, and sometimes Sam will do the Michael Myers head tilt.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
We got the fog. We got the ghost children coming out of the fog seeking revenge instead of lepers, which is the fog. There's these troubled kids, and then we got the Thing reference. It's just, and then you got John Carpenter's The Mummy running around with a shotgun.
The movie never got to make, yeah.
My only regret is this was before John Carpenter started his music career. Otherwise, maybe he could have done Well, no, he could have scored this movie. Why didn't John Carpenter score this movie?
Let's see, what year is this? 2007? 2007. 2007, John was deep into Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
I believe that.
Probably. Did you either of you watch the short film?
Yes, back in the day.
Yeah, it was on it's like Season's Greetings. I think it's on my Blu-ray in the basement.
It
I
definitely
didn't watch it
is.
this time, but
Yeah, it's fun.
It was adorable. That's your first introduction to Sam. I don't know when they decided to do the graphic novel like collection for the movie, but in the opening and in the closing they show like pictures like it is from a graphic novel. That's like a nod to the old EC Comics stuff, your Tales from the Crypt and whatnot. But then they actually made the physical book, and it's pretty much a 1-to-1 retelling of the movie, and it is fantastic. The artwork's great. It's a quick read. I highly recommend it if you like this movie, which everyone better like this movie. It became the de facto thing that most people watch on Halloween, because there's hardly a movie out there that gets the vibe of Halloween so perfectly as this movie.
Zombie Island.
No.
Zombie Island is up there. Well, we all agree. We all like this movie, yes?
Oh, we all agree we like this movie.
Oh, thank God.
Still, having rewatched it, still like.
I don't know. I think I liked Return to Trick or Treat better.
Oh yeah?
You say that. Look, they've talked about the sequel. It says it's listed as in development.
I mean,
but
what sequel?
we don't know if it's
what sequel
to this. They've talked about it for so long.
I think if his Godzilla movie had done better, he probably would have been allowed to do it.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, I would more than happily accept another trilogy of terror out of this, right? That's fine.
Well, the next thing he did after this was also a banger, Ryan, and we could do it this Christmas season, is Krampus.
Okay.
Like, he hasn't directed that many things.
I'm not sure how he got to direct Godzilla, to be honest.
Probably off of Krampus. I mean, there's a 4-year gap, but he got to do Godzilla King of Monsters, which I liked it.
That's really good.
Yeah.
It's got that fucking heavy metal shot of like the volcanoes erupting and the big fucking monster in the background spreading its wings, and then there's the Jesus cross in the foreground. Oh, that's such a good shot.
Now, he's got a lot of writing credits.
Yeah.
He's got, upcoming is still, like I said, Trick or Treat 2 in development, but it says he's also a writer on the Hellraiser TV series.
Yep.
So we'll see how that goes.
I don't think that's a thing, to be honest.
I don't know. Yeah, what's going on with that at this point, honestly.
Honestly, I don't know what you're talking about. The Hellraiser TV series? Are we talking?
HBO was doing one called Pinhead.
Oh.
And again, that could have been what we were talking about, Ryan, after we watched that last one before the reboot, where Pinhead lost his powers at the end, where we said, like, if they made a TV show where he had to go around trying to reclaim his powers, because his personal hell is, well, being mortal on Earth. Like, so imagine it's like he has to go around killing other evil things, like Highlander, collecting their power every time he kills one of them.
Sure, but I also like to think it's a show about
Imagine
nothing,
that, but the concept is better.
Yes. What?
Well, do you remember when I said that bit while we were doing Hellraiser, where it was a crossover with Highlander and the chains were shooting out of the wall, and Duncan was like parrying them with his sword?
Oh yeah, you did say that bit.
That was dope.
Do you like this more than VHS?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you why.
Oh, we could be friends still. Okay.
Tell you why.
It's better. That's why.
Yes.
It is better, and I like the way they do their stories with them all cutting and interconnecting. I like that better than VHS's.
It's fluid. I mean, the timeline is tough to keep track of on first watch.
And there's no stankers in this.
Yeah,
they're all bangers.
They're all good. And I like things that are, for the most part, like visually appealing to look at. And
that's weird that you would like that in a visual format.
Right. Like, I'm not always huge on found footage style. When they work, it's big.
So you're saying because this looks like a movie.
Oh, Daniel,
I like it better.
Thought you were going to be say something terribly mean. Like, it's strange that you would say that based on what you're wearing. But you didn't, and I'm proud of you.
That means
that got to do with found footage.
I don't know.
Okay, look, Ryan.
Kind of like
You've
how
probably
you
seen this
found that
walking
in the
around. Okay,
garbage.
this shirt was part of a bunch of random things that I ordered on Temu because I needed to see what it was about because I was delivering all those packages.
I'm sorry, what? What?
Temu, Shop Like a Billionaire. It's like the new Wish.
I don't know what this is.
It's America's version of getting stuff from the same shops you're getting in China. It's dirt cheap. You never know when it's going to show up. It's all thrown in a big random bag of nonsense. I'll show you the next time you're over here. All this stuff, this shirt was probably like $4.
I wonder if I could find this shirt in China.
My shirt that has Yamcha dead in a crater and says that Yamcha died, that was $100. And now I don't know where. And now I don't know where it is.
Oh, that's sad.
So
my little patch that has Michelangelo on it doing a nice crazy face going "Cowabunga it is." That's part of that same order. I got some Halloween ornaments. I got some Halloween Christmas ornaments. I got a cheap rug.
Oh wait, I meant to call out a cool shirt.
Oh shoot.
Get it, girl.
Mine?
The fat kid from Bad Santa is wearing a shirt that says...
Never mind.
I actually don't remember what it says, but it's pointing down at his
Halloween
dick.
costume.
Yeah, and it's pointing at his dick.
No, it's
not.
It's
a hog.
Yes, it is.
It's an arrow, but it's
it's an arrow pointing down.
That kid fucks.
That kid fucks, Ryan.
Oh, he's probably 37 now, right?
Wow.
Well, he was in Bad Santa 2.
The Revengeing.
Yeah.
Return to Bad Santa Island.
I think it's like Batter Santa. I don't know, man. Look,
learn to duck, Richie.
Learn to block. He did. He spent a whole episode learning to block.
And
but then he didn't do it.
Because
the one time he had to do it.
Duncan was not a red-headed immortal, so what can you do?
What can you do? You can
That's
still
odd
block.
because, like, if he's from the Scottish Highlands, you would think that he would be. Right?
This movie...
Don't they all have red hair?
That's so racist.
I'm pretty sure that I watched Outlander. A lot of them have red hair. So don't be looking at me like I'm some guy who's just assuming that all these people... Baby smell!
That's the energy I'm getting from you right now. Baby smell. 6.7 out of 10. That is outrageous.
What?
98,000 reviews. 6.7 out of 10.
Well,
if I sort it by country, US gives it 7.2.
Ooh, sorting by country.
UK gives it a 6.7. Canada, 7. Germany, 6.6. Sweden, 6.1. What is wrong with the Swedes?
Well, there's no cops.
Yeah, there weren't enough Nazis.
What?
I feel like they probably wouldn't like it. I think the Germans would probably want... No,
they
Germans don't like Nazis.
They don't like Nazis.
I should say there are not enough zombie Nazis.
Well, we don't know those. We don't know those zombie kids' political beliefs.
I'm saying that's why their parents were right. You're on the bus with me, Daniel. I'll chain you in.
Ryan, your favorite segment was Mr. Krieg.
It's John Carpenter for the... I mean, there's a reason you saved it for the end of the movie. It's good.
Yeah. Daniel, yours?
John Carpenter.
Yeah, that's really good.
Because he gets the spirit of Christmas back.
But I love the brutality of Rhonda just fucking sitting in an elevator and saying,
do like Rhonda.
Fucking fooled you, hit the button. She's too precious for this world. Those kids got what they deserved. I like that segment.
I like the use of lore in that segment. It was very good.
Yeah, it narrowly edges it out. But really, there's no real duds here. Because the weakest one is just the robot and Battlestar, and it's so brief. It's just setting it's not fully fleshed out. Yeah, it's something to fully wrap around. That's the only complaint with that, because it's good. I wish I knew more about Mr. Wilkinsonshire, Sir the Third, Procter and Gamble.
Yeah,
I would love to know more about his backstory. That'd be cool. I want to know how the hot dog guy got caught and brought into the werewolves. Forgot to mention, they were rolling out the hot dog costume. He was there. So he somehow left his teacher orgy.
You're saying there couldn't have been two guys in hot dog costumes?
No.
Oh, no. I've never seen a man in a hot dog costume.
You're saying this movie with a budget couldn't reuse costumes?
No.
Everything that was in
meticulous
frame, was there for a reason. He would not have just...
I believe you.
Good, great.
That means that Mr. Hot Dog got lucky twice.
Oh, yeah.
On one night?
on
Pretty
one night.
good. Pretty good.
Pretty good hot dog.
Pretty good hot dog.
Pretty good hot dog. That's If you like this movie, what should you watch or read?
Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
I mean, okay, Krampus. If we're just looking for more things from this director, Tales of Halloween is another good Halloween anthology movie. I think we mentioned a lot of these anthology movies on our VHS episodes. So
Yeah, we did.
A lot of those
we did.
Mention these. What's another good Halloween movie though? They're not necessarily an anthology, and don't just say Halloween. I liked the movie. I think it's called Boys in the Trees.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah,
Boys don't belong
trees.
in trees.
Boys in the Trees. It's by writer-director Nicholas Verso.
Who's Kenny has always supported and loved everything they've done.
Ooh, Uno
That's the only thing I
reverse
watched.
carded you.
He has another show. I don't know. He could be problematic. I don't think he is though. He seems pretty straightforward. It's like a tale of like two boys on Halloween
He's got
night,
unconventional tastes.
Ooh. And they used to be friends, but now they're not. And it's kind of a haunting little story following them through Halloween night. And there's a nice little twist. And it's not super spookums, but there's some light supernatural elements going on.
I would recommend Super Spookums on the Super Famicom.
Oh, well, there you go. All I'm going to say is bring some tissues, okay? Because Boys in the Trees,
Because you're going to be... Oh, okay. I thought you were going in a different direction with that.
You're not going to be wanking them. You're going to be crying. There is a brief cover of lightning crashes in that movie that is so haunting. They never did a full version of it. I even messaged the director on Twitter and asked him about it.
What did he say?
He said, well, he told me, for one, who was the guy singing it, and that, no, they never actually made a full, like, recording of it, because otherwise he would have, like, given it to me.
Yeah, he would have.
He seemed pretty cool. He's much like X. He would have given it to me.
Always.
That's a good Halloween, like, get you in the Halloween mood. Boys in the Trees.
So if you want to read something, just for, like, anthology, so I'm reading some short stories from the Paperbacks from Hell thing. What am I reading?
Mm-hmm. Grady Hendrix.
So one of the books on there was, is it The Nest? Crap, where'd it go? I have to go find it. But yeah, go read some horror short stories.
True. Go do Ray Bradbury's The Halloween Tree. They made an animated film of it that's good, but the book is also good as well. Halloween Night is Grinch's Night.
This is true. What else?
You got your, The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
No. You don't
watch it? Is it because Charlie Brown's an asshole?
It's so boring.
Well, it's because is that, what do you call that? Peanuts? Is that what you call that?
Peanuts, yeah.
Yeah, Peanuts suck. That's why.
Well, that's because Ryan's always agreed with everything the creator of Peanuts has always said and believed.
Is this okay? If I Bing, is the creator of Peanuts problematic? What will happen?
It'll say
you'll find out.
He supported his wife. I don't know. Staying at home, or whatever it was back in the day.
Maybe I'm just thinking of the Dilbert guy, but I think it's
the Dilbert guy. The Dilbert guy.
The Dilbert
sucks.
guy definitely.
Dilbert guy
took a
sucks.
turn.
Oh, Dilbert.
I was gonna ask, is The Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie?
Both.
I watch it on Halloween and on Christmas.
Yeah, you get to do that both.
Other people
Ernest
have
Scared Stupid.
Ernest Scared Stupid.
Now these are just movies we like.
Well, but
these are
spooky
Halloween
one.
though.
Okay.
Movies.
Is that Halloween?
Yes.
Ernest Scared Stupid?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I already told you guys about it. I bought a limited print of.
He kisses the little monster.
Yeah, it does. A custom Ernest Scared Stupid poster, and it is so fantastic. I can't wait to get it framed and hung up.
Remember when he's in that the court scene and the ink pen breaks?
Daniel. Comedy has never reached that height again.
He is a Shakespearean, classically trained actor.
I can tell.
And he got stuck on a character that he did for commercials.
You say stuck.
I say
blessed.
Just.
Oh, I am a massive Ernest fan. You will not.
I love him.
I was the first one here who loved Ernest.
And his little dog, Rim Job.
Once again, nailing the dog name. It's so good. Miak. Miak.
I started listening to Dark Harvest.
Okay.
I guess it's getting made into a movie. I'm not sure.
Who's the author on that?
God damn it.
Also, the fact that Eartha Kitt plays the old swamp witch
Yeah, that's true too.
in Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh, yes, so good.
Yeah, I actually
Why didn't
read
we
a
watch
decent
that
amount-
movie?
We can.
Nobody picked it for this year. Yeah,
That's
there's a whole nother year.
That's right. Because next year when we do
we
our
don't know
31
that.
days
Oh
of
my
Halloween.
God, I don't know that we're doing that.
Yeah, we're not doing that, Ryan. We're doing 33 days.
30.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, this time
That's
we
right.
did 32 days.
Did we?
No, we released an extra one early.
Well, no, but we recorded Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo.
That's right, but that's
yeah.
one episode.
That's one episode.
We could have done them on
yeah.
different days.
No, because then we just wouldn't have released that second one because that movie sucks.
My God.
Yeah, that's true. That would have stayed on the.
Were you
cutting
not
room
entertained? Dark Harvest
That
is
would've-
by Norman
That would have lived with Blubberella.
Partridge.
But no, it's going to be
I don't know
33
that I
days
know
because
them.
October's going to start September 31st or whatever, and then it's going to end November.
October is in the heart, Daniel. It's always with you.
floor. Always with you, Daniel.
October is here. Mr. Biden.
October's here, Mr. Daniel.
So, you got your fancy catchphrases ready to go to end this shit?
Mm-hmm.
Almost.
Is that what's Kenny doing right now?
I don't know.
No,
what he's
no,
doing.
I'm looking for that other fucking book.
Is now really the time?
Yes.
And my bedtime was 5 hours ago. Is now really the time to be doing this? You think?
5 hours ago. What you talking about?
That was my bedtime.
All Hollows by
All-
Christopher Golden.
Ah, hollow. Ah, hollow.
That was a good Halloween. A good Halloween.
A good
story
Halloween story for the ages.
for the Asians.
For the ages. Not the Asians, the ages. Okay?
The Aegis.
Well, Roshan, you killed Roshan, right? You get the ages from him, and then the second time you kill him, or is it the third? One of the times you kill him, he drops the cheese too, which you eat that, and then that gives you full health and full mana, and you're going to want to time doing that at the right time. Otherwise, it's like you just wasted the cheese.
There's never a right time. Do we want to tell the folks what we can expect from season 2? What we're hoping for season 2? Give them something to be gagging for on the day?
Do we even know what we're doing for season 2?
Okay,
Hopefully
look,
it's good.
First episode of season 2.
I'm going to... Okay, here's what I can promise.
November 3rd.
I will start watching the movies.
Ryan's not going to have any more bad takes on beloved classics.
Oh.
First episode of season 2, November 3rd, we are dropping Five Nights at Freddy's.
Whew.
That comes out the
Didn't we already do that
previous
movie?
Friday.
With Nicolas Cage?
We're going to think we already did that movie, I'm sure. And who knows? That other one might have been better. We don't know yet.
You want to talk
we are going to be-
problematic creators? That guy.
Well, he murdered people.
No, I mean the creator of Five Nights.
Oh. I wouldn't worry about it.
I mean, I'm not worried about it. I'm just saying.
We will be continuing our every other week episode drop of a movie. It'll still be all over the place. Something new, something old, something from Tubi, anything mysterious. We are going to
Yes, this is the formula. It's recent releases, and then it's like stuff from the vaults that we want people to know that we like, and then it's Tubi.
Yeah,
Stuff that we found randomly on
it's
Tubi.
just random. We are going to try
Tubi Tuesdays.
to hit the big movies when they reach video on demand, have those out in a pretty, nearby release date. We're not going to do things when they're in theaters because Ryan doesn't get those in theaters until months later.
I normally go out and do Tubby Tuesdays.
Tell me, Tubby Ticklers,
Tubby all about it.
tell me all about us. And our in between our movie episodes is when we're going to try to be dropping our other content, which Ryan has already prepared for us. If you were there when we live streamed it, our first tabletop role-playing session, which encompassed the first handful of movies we watched, has been broken up into 7 parts, you said, Ryan?
I think it's at 7.
7, and then they will potentially also be uploaded in video format to a YouTube channel.
Not necessarily our YouTube channel, but
Not ours.
It's a random
Someone,
one.
maybe. We'll see what happens.
So
Someone.
look for it on the official NASCAR YouTube channel.
Yeah, NASCAR. It goes fast, and there's a lot of left turns. We will be looking to do future tabletop role-playing games. Ryan has another thing lined out that we will try to crack out a date and do, and once again, we will live stream that on Twitch, and then have a fully refined audio experience for you to release in episodic format. We will be doing more TV shows, much like we did The Last of Us, but not as spaced out as the second to last Last of Us episode when a car hit our house and there was a 2-month gap in between releases because Daniel left the file trapped on his hard drive and it wasn't in the cloud, so had to wait to get back in the house. Any ideas on what shows we want to do, boys? Anything new you want to hit, or do you want to just grab something?
Midnight
Ryan,
Mass.
Midnight Mass. Ryan, I think you would enjoy Midnight Mass. You can join us on that one. You can look forward to the second Krabs book. Yes, Ryan?
I mean,
doing it?
Yeah. We can do
We have to do them all. We've been
have to do 'em
infected
all.
with
can
the
do the
crab
big three.
virus, and there's only one cure.
Is
and
it
that's
more
more
click-clack?
crabs. Inch by
More
inch.
Krabs.
We're inch by
Click-clack.
inch, we're going to work our way through the crabs.
We're going to work through it together. So expect more books. We want to do more books. Maybe we'll do some game reviews. We said we'd do all these things. So far, at this point, we've done 3 of the things. We're going to be better for you guys.
Yeah.
Maybe Extreme Ghostbusters? Maybe.
Definitely ghost stories.
Definitely Ghost Stories.
100%
Oh, man.
ghost stories.
Yes, Ghost Stories. My man. Maybe we'll do that Indian Stephen King's It. I think it's
Again,
called Woe.
you keep telling me about these Bollywood Indian ripoffs, and I've yet to see them.
There's a lot of them.
You didn't even see Shh.
Discord doesn't even think that what you just the noises that you just made.
Don't worry. Audacity got it. The Indian Scream.
Nope, haven't seen it.
It's on Screenbox.
I don't know what these things are.
You probably can't subscribe to that over there. Look,
There we go.
it's great. Trust. Trust.
We should cover that weird Indian movie we watched.
Oh,
Where-
the one I made you guys
the
watch.
one where you're like, yeah, he plays the piano with his dick, and then
He
that
does.
never happened.
There is a review. That cut we watched didn't have it. I found a review where they talk about him playing the piano with his dick.
Kenny's
That is
saying we need to
great.
I'll
watch
point
the
out that
uncut version.
that movie had the horniness that I want.
That was the best movie we watched that weekend.
No, we watched a Godzilla movie.
Oh, that's true. That was the second best movie we watched that weekend. It wasn't the worst.
No.
Y'all already know what we watched that was worse. Maybe we'll do a playthrough of something like, I don't know, Deadly Premonition.
Quarry.
Quarry would be good. But
Deadly Premonition would be good though.
yeah. In order
And
to
I
have
recommend
time,
it every episode.
Yeah, that's fair. In order to have time to do all these other fun things, though, we have to forego probably another Spooktober marathon. There's
Not
just not
true.
time.
Bullshit.
Not true.
Bullshit, not true. I don't
I'm
believe
here to
you.
tell Ryan and
I'm
I,
drunk.
my
Ryan
God.
and I are here
Ryan's
to
here.
promise
And
you that we're doing it again. And this time we're doing 33 days.
Oh my god. How many of those episodes are you going to edit, Dale?
3.
How many? So, Ryan, you're doing the other 30?
I mean, didn't I do it this year? I don't remember anymore.
And you want to sign up for that again? Look, if you guys are putting it on audio right now saying we're doing it in addition to all the other content,
33 days, yeah.
30.
that's on you.
30.
I told you.
30. 30. Yeah, look, we start now because you have to.
Oh god, we started this in what I say February.
It was
No,
January. It was January 6th.
It was just, look,
Look,
a lot of things happen.
we're still not done.
Okay, what are the odds that
Someone
a car
took a vacation.
that a
Two
car
people took
will
a
crash,
vacation. One
that
person
a
got
car
their
will
house
crash
drove
into a
through.
house again? Pretty low.
Pretty good.
Oh my god. Oh, you think that's the reason that slowed us down? Is the car crash?
It's not life.
Yeah?
Can't be that.
No.
Good. Well, that slowed me down because I don't do anything else.
Son of a bitch. We don't know what
Cut
we're
that,
bringing
cut
you
that,
next
cut
season,
that.
but it's gonna be great. So as always, I've been your cuter with a sack on my head host, Kenny.
I'm
Wait, you didn't let me finish.
Oh, sorry.
But still cute with the sack off, though. Okay. Just all around cutie patootie.
I'm your slam pig getting pounded by a man in a hot dog costume, Daniel.
I'm your dead whore who's just stinking up the place, Ryan.
And thank you for making it through this
Oh wait,
first
this
year.
the end of the season 1.
Ended season 1.
Happy Halloween!
We need a cliffhanger.
Halloween.
What's the cliffhanger? We gotta have a cliffhanger.
Insert car crash noise here.
Oh, okay. Actually, after Zombie Island, is Ryan gonna remain a host?
This is
Yeah,
true.
who knows?
Who knows?
Might murder him.
Tune in next
Like,
week. Find out.
Subscribe. If you liked anything we did at all, tell us. All our suggestions, if there's something you want more of, just tell us. You know how to reach us. It's in the show notes.
What if they ask
We're
for
on-
more Kim?
I'll do my best.
What if they want? Okay, swap Ryan out and put Kim in.
Then we're going to be doing a lot of light spookums. She gets spookumed real easy.
Baby spooks.
Baby spooks.
Can we do Goosebumps?
No.
Bruh.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes,
Ta-
of course we
Tales-
can. Of course we
Tales,
can.
Tales Afraid of the Dark.
Fear Street.
I'm down for Fear Street. Yeah.
Fear Street movies were so good. See you next season, fuckers.
I'm gonna come into next season with an eye patch.